Jackson.
And today we are at the Porter Ranch, California Toys R Us.
And in our Let's Have Some Fun segment, we are going to go check out Christmas toys for kids on the spectrum.
Awesome. Let's go shopping.
So Shannon, here we are in the Melissa and Doug aisle. Don't you love it?
I love this aisle, and I'll tell you one of my favorite things this year is this fabulous, awesome shape sorter, because it's got lots of different colors and shapes, so there's so many things that they can work on. With this, they can work on counting, sorting, fine motor, languaging things. They can stack them together. It's an awesome toy, especially for kids who are just starting out with therapy.
It's great, and these toys are so safe. These are like old-fashioned toys. That's what I love about them. They're wood and, you know, not lead, and they don't have all these little parts, so they're safe, they're educational, they're great.
And you can use them forever and hand them down to the next generation because they're so awesome.
Yes, you can. Now, this was a lifesaver in my house, these no-spill paint cups.
Ooh.
Yeah, those are cool too. Lots of cool things from Melissa and Doug.
Have you also seen they have great baking stuff too? Different things, that food stuff that you can do, even a cutting thing that you can do.
And things you can dress up, which are really great for, you know, learning options and choices, uniforms, and they're all wood figures. Most all of Melissa and Doug's toys are wood.
And it's money well spent.
Yes, it is, because you can keep these forever.
Absolutely.
My little boy Wyatt has a Thomas obsession, and he just turned 10, and it has not abated.
How fun. So tell me, because I don't know as much about the Thomas trains. What's so awesome about these?
The reason children with autism love Thomas is because the facial expressions, which you'll see here, are so pronounced they can understand them, right? Awesome. And then there's so many different characters. And of course, like any true great toy maker, they come out with a whole new range of characters. Like, I've never heard of Victor. This is the talking Victor. And then they have, of course, all the train sets. So it literally can last a lifetime. I mean, I think we have a small fortune in Thomas toys at home.
I love it. So we're in the Imaginarium aisle. This is another fabulous place to look if you're looking for really good quality, inexpensive toys that are going to be beneficial.
Yes, I love Imaginarium toys. This is a great sensory one. This is the Jumbo 22-inch sensory ball. And I know my little boy loves balls and bouncing them, and this one is all, you know, squeaky, and it comes with the pump and everything. So.
Absolutely fabulous. And there's such a wide range of things. If you're looking for a shape sorter in a cube, this is a wonderful thing to do. But all kinds of toys where they can do sociodramatic play, they can do all kinds of pretend play.
Yeah, they can even do a take-on shaving kit, be like Dad, right?
I love
and a blow dryer there.
That's awesome. Fun toys here that require creativity and a lot of fine motor.
Yes.
So I love different games to be able to play with my child. And if there's something that can help with therapy, I think that's really cool. Have you played this one before, Guess Who?
Guess Who. Doesn't everybody know Guess Who? Yeah, and now they have a Disney Guess Who and some other versions, right? Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe I can get SpongeBob Guess Who. What's this one, Shannon?
This is fabulous. In fact, I want to show you this one. It's headbands. It's one of the hot new games. It's really great for kids on the spectrum because it's creative, it gets them visually excited, and it gets them using their brains and asking questions, the right kinds of questions.
Fun. I can't wait till we get to wear the headbands.
Yes, we do. We're gonna fashion demo that.
All right.
So Nancy and I want to show you a couple different toys and demo them for you because they're really fun. This is a marble run, as I'm breaking it apart. But what's cool about this is you can take it apart, put it together in any different way. They come in different colors.
It's a great color for girls.
It is a great color. And this is a great cause and effect. So go ahead, push the thing. There we go. And it's going to be a surprise about where it's going to travel, where it'll come out. What's great about this, these are those task completion toys we talk about all the time, that it has a beginning, a middle, and an end.
And not too difficult to put together.
No, not and it can go together any different way. But what's great is if you're working on an activity or a lesson and this is what is really rewarding to the child, you can say, okay, you won your marble, they can put it down, and then it has an end, so you can say, let's go back to learning again.
What is this one?
That is a Perplexus. It's like a really cool maze game that comes in a lot of different varieties. This is the challenge one, but they also have the rookie and the regular one, and the child gets the ball on the track and tries to get it to come out, to get it in the final cup, and if they win, it's really pretty remarkable.
This is a pretty intense challenging game.
It is, and so it's going to be for our kids that are a little bit older.
Okay.
It's going to help with attention, visual. It's actually a gross motor thing because they're manipulating it. It requires balance.
Right.
Really
And
fun.
here's the rookie one, which is smaller and easier.
Now, if we go down a little bit more, then I'm going to take you to the Fazoodles. Have you ever played with a
Fazoodles? No.
This is on my son's list, and I actually haven't had an opportunity to do them.
Okay.
But it's kind of like the idea of sort of a Mr. Potato Head or Play-Doh, but not as messy.
Oh, mothers, don't we love that?
We do love that.
Yeah.
So you can take these things, they're totally reusable, and you can bend them into different shapes.
Okay.
And you can pick feet. It comes with a bunch of different accessories, sort of like a Mr. Potato Head.
Fun.
So you give it feet, you can create arms for it. See if you can stick some eyes onto one there.
Fun this is. Yeah, they can make all these crazy characters.
Isn't that fun?
'Cause it's creative and it is simple, but it lets the child develop their own characters, right? They can make a whole village of
They
it.
could make a whole village, and it comes in lots of different sets with different accessories so you can build onto it. It's also social, that if they play together with a friend and say, look what I'm creating. Oh, how charming. There he is. Isn't he clever with his purse?
Darling.
I
Yeah.
lost his feet, but he's fun.
All right,
Awesome.
now this is the game that you were telling me about. That's so
This
much
is
fun.
headbands. So you want to put on one of your little headbands, and there are cards so that you can stick your card in. And what I love about it, it comes with these cards that have prompts, questions that if a child doesn't know what to ask, you can read these off or they can read it off, and you start to ask questions to try to see yes or no and determine who you are. So am I an animal?
No, you are not.
Am I a thing that's in the house?
Yes.
Am I something that you would wear?
Yes.
Ah, am I something you would wear on your feet?
No.
Am I something you would wear on your shoulders?
No.
Am I something you would wear on your head?
Yes.
Am I a hat?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, very good.
But it has these lovely questions that a kid can follow along. This is really fun and requires imagination and being creative.
And something the whole family can play.
Absolutely. Lots of giggles with this.
Okay. What am I, by the way, today?
You are a hammer.
Okay, a hammer. Very good.
Okay. And then the last thing I wanted to show is this awesome O-ball. And I don't know if you guys ever had an opportunity to use these, but for kids who are having difficulty catching, this gives them all these opportunities to grip, because sometimes it'll catch on a finger. It's easier to catch than a regular ball. It not going to bounce out of their hands.
Use this. This is a great tool.
Again, inexpensive and a really wonderful thing for a stocking stuffer or something like that.
Okay. Awesome. Loving you in the hat.
Thank you so much for being with us today here at Toys R Us. We really want to thank Toys R Us for the awesome job that they did letting us come in.
Yes, we've had so much fun playing with all these toys, and now we've got some cuddly critters.
And the best news of all is that Toys R Us has agreed to donate all of the toys that we demoed for you here today to Toys for Tots. So yay!
Very generous of them. So happy holidays.
And happy shopping.
Yes.
Hi, we're at the Toys R Us in Porter Ranch, California. And Emily and I are going to take a little tour around the store and find some great toys for some great kids.
All right, let's go.
Come with us.
Yes.
Okay, bring your dinosaur and come on, let's go look at things in the game aisle. I know you love games.
I do look.
All right. So here we are in the game aisle, Emily, and I want to show you that there's all these games that you can get for kids of all ages. They're interactive and really remarkable. One of the hot toys this year and many other years is the Bop It toy.
Okay, so what about the Bop It is so reinforcing?
Well, you know what? It can be interactive. It can be a social game. It makes lots of noises. Sometimes they light up depending on the version. It helps to work on fine motor skills, and it helps to work on fluency. This toy will grow with a child, and in fact, you can get it in different versions. This is a little bit more complex version, and up top here we have one that's especially for older kids. It's called the Smash the Light. I would wait until a child is older to play with this one. So should we check out the Lego aisle?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
Go. So how can we use Legos to help our kids?
Well, they're really spectacular toys for our kids because they work on executive functions and planning. They're really colorful. You can work on colors and grouping and matching, counting because they have the little dots on the top. And if you have a younger child, you can start with the Duplo toys that are compatible with Lego and they don't have the choking hazard.
So then as the kids get older, what's great about Legos, it looks like, is that there's all sorts of themes. We've got movies here and video games, so the kids can really connect with what's personal to them. So Legos are amazing, but what else do we have to see?
Let's look at some educational toys in the leapfrog aisle, shall we? Okay.
Okay, so what do you have here?
Well, we're in the leapfrog aisle. This particular toy, very popular this year, is a leap reader. It comes with a little pen, and it tells us that we're going to read, write, and listen, all skills that we want to work on with a child. This pen that's in this box, you can put it over different pages in the book. It will read aloud to the child. They can trace their letters. It reinforces them for doing a great job. It's a really spectacular toy for our younger kids that are working on reading, writing, and listening.
This looks like a lot of fun and a really great way to help our kids learn to read and write.
Absolutely.
What else are we going to play with today?
I think we should take a trip down the functional pretend play aisle. This is where you're going to find all the things that are like real, but the toy version. So I've got this lovely set here that's all fresh vegetables. So I'm teaching nutrition at the same time. They're all appropriately colored. I've got a knife so I can be cutting them too. This is really great play for a young child.
Shannon, I heard you got some toys that I get to play with now.
Yes, I'm going to take you to the demo table. We're going to let Emily play with some toys, and we're going to be giving some of these toys away on the show. But they're not just any toys. These are toys that are featured in this year's Toys R Us toy guide for differently abled children. And this is put together with the help of our friends at Lecotech.
So what do all these different icons mean?
These are different icons that tell us what skill this toy might help to develop in our children.
So can I play with the toys now?
Yes, it's time to play with the toys, Emily.
So I think I recognize this guy.
Yes, this is the ever popular and very sweet Elmo. But this is a very specific Elmo that teaches adaptive skills like zippering.
Almost yellow triangle zipper.
And so we get the reinforcement of Elmo talking to us when we do these things. There's a let's keep playing. So it encourages the child to continue to interact. And he's very reinforcing. When he giggles, I just want to hug him and play with him some more. Okay, so moving on, let's look at some Melissa and Doug toys. These are incredible toys. They'll last several different generations because they're made out of good quality wood.
Awesome.
And let's start with a lace and trace toy. Now, I happen to know that you love turtles,
I
Emily.
do love turtles.
And this is a set of farm animals lace and trace. And the child can pick out a color that they like for a lace.
All right.
And there are lots of different things that they can do with this. And I know it might seem like this is an old-fashioned toy, but you know, sometimes the old-fashioned toys are the best toys. Because what you're doing right now, Emily, is that you're using a lot of hand-eye coordination and you're using the pincer grasp. This is a precursor to writing right here. If you've got a child who's having difficulty holding a pencil, this is a really reinforcing way to work on this. And it comes in lots of different things. And then also for Melissa and Doug, we have this amazing switch and spin. Love this so much. This is a great cause and effect toy. As we start to put the gears together, we notice that when you turn one, another one can turn. You can rearrange this and do it in lots of different ways. There are 10 design boards, so you don't have to just do fish. There are other things that you can put there instead.
That's awesome.
Kids love this toy, and it's another Melissa and Doug toy.
Cool.
All right, let's take a look at some fun games.
So I found this game, and it's called Fibber. So Shannon, I'm going to need you to put on your fibbing glasses.
I want a fib.
All right. So this game is totally reinforcing, and it helps our kids to work on lying.
Yes, and that's something we really, I know it sounds strange, but we want to work on that because being able to tell a lie is something that helps with safety issues. And also being able to tell if somebody else is lying is a really useful life skill.
What you need to do is get rid of your cards without trying to grow your nose, kind of like Pinocchio.
Okay.
But if you get caught,
And so eventually you can have a whole string of noses attached to the end of your nose. Very colorful. Again, we can be working on the colors. Kind of hilarious. A kid's going to want to play this with mom or dad and see that mom is Pinocchio telling lots of lies. I like this game a lot.
this is a great game.
We've had a really great time at Toys R Us, and all of the toys that you see here on the table, we're going to be giving away on the show. So stay tuned to find out how you can win one of these great toys. Hi, I'm Shannon Penrod, host of Autism Live, and today I'm standing outside the Toys R Us in Porter Ranch, California. You know why? Because it's that time of year again. We want to go in the store and check out some great toys for our kids on the autism spectrum. Come on, let's go. Hey, what are you doing here?
Hey, stranger. I'm checking out the Melissa and Doug's collection here. They're beautiful.
Don't you love these toys?
I love it.
They're
They're
the
so
best
bright
toys.
colors. And
I don't know if I've introduced you. Hey, everybody, this is my husband, Jim Miller.
Hello.
And together we're autism parents. And every year when it's time to shop for holiday toys, we really care about getting good quality toys that are fun, reinforcing, and build skills. So that's kind of why we're in the Melissa and Doug aisle today. So take a look. I want to show you this particular toy. This is an amazing toy. Really well made, all wood. You can really count on good quality with Melissa and Doug. This toy has so many different functions to it. Take a look. You've got all these wonderful wooden numbers. You can take these numbers out and have the child hold them. You can be teaching time. It's so well labeled, minute and hour. So many different games that you can play with this toy, and it'll last a lifetime. They can give it to their kids.
And you've got colors.
Absolutely. So you can be working on all different kinds of things at the same time.
Do you remember we had this one here, this wooden puzzle?
And you could put it together 6 different ways. He loved that toy. I think we still have that in the garage.
think so,
We
too.
should give it to somebody. But what I love about Melissa and Doug is that they're so functional. Take a look. You've got all kinds of toys where they get to do functional pretend play. We've got toys that girls will love. We've got toys that boys will love. It's an amazing array of toys. We love Melissa and Doug.
Oh my gosh, this is a nostalgia feel because they're kind of like old style toys, but they're so up to date too.
Absolutely. So let me take you and show you some toys in the leapfrog aisle, okay?
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm going to give everybody a little hint as to how to find great toys this year and every year when you have a child who has different needs. This right here is the toy guide for differently abled kids. Toys R Us puts this out with our friends at Lecotech. And what they do is they rate all of the toys for toys that are good for our kids, and then they give us these handy dandy little icons that tell us what this toy will help our child to work on. All those skills that we're wanting to work on all the time, we can find a toy that matches the skill. So I love to use this guide and walk through the toy store and match up some things that are appealing to me and figure out what skill to work on. One toy that is featured a lot in this guide, many years over, is Leapfrog's Leap Reader. This is an amazing toy. As you can see on it, it says it builds skills for reading, writing, and listening. What better toy could you give a child who is in the early stages of learning how to read and write? A remarkable toy. The reason why it's featured again and again and again in the toy guide is that it's a proven winner. Kids love it, parents love it, and they build skills. Love Leapfrog. One of the things that happens with kids is that they get older, and you might think to yourself, oh, you're only featuring toys for littler kids, but let's talk about something for those kids that are getting a little bit older. This isn't just for boys, but I will say that our boys particularly love them, and our boy particularly loves them. Hexbug Nano products, right? They make these really cool little bugs, and they come in different sizes and shapes, so you can add on and have it be a reinforcer, something that they can work for. And then they make little trails that you can put together. One of the things that's featured this year in the guide is something called the Black Hole. This is a whole series. It's like a habit trail for these little bugs. They're fake bugs. They can race in them. There's a social game. They can play with their friends. There's a lot of fine motor involved and planning, executive function, cognition skills. We love the Hexbugs line. And of course, now this year they also have the Aquabots. I think we have a child that's going to be interested in some Aquabots.
I didn't even know about that. That's great.
They're really cool. They're fish, and you can't kill them. This is a wonderful thing for parents. Unkillable fish. Okay, Daddy, so you want to go play with some toys?
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to go demo some toys for you. Okay, Jimbo, so it's time to play with some toys. I want to start down on this side of the table with a great company. Learning Resources makes some incredible toys for all kids, but they're especially great for our kids on the spectrum. So doesn't this look like something you want to eat?
Oh, I love that.
Okay, so right off the bat, this is a great functional pretend play toy. What it is sorting shapes cupcakes, again, by Learning Resources. And we can do so many different things with these toys. We can just pretend to eat them, right? But there's more. You notice that they're frosted and they've got different kinds of shapes on the top. You know why?
Does it have to do with different, like, form, putting things in different shapes?
Yes, we're going to do matching with this. Take a look, because when you take the cupcake apart, first of all, we've got different colored bottoms. I'm going to give you the one that has the crosses and X's on it. So mine has a yellow bottom. What does yours have? Yours has yellow
Mine
too.
has yellow too.
So we can say they match, right?
right.
Except they have different shapes on the bottom. Mine is a circle, and yours is more of a crisscross. It doesn't want to come off. So we're working on fine motor skills here too. Right? So they're different shapes on the bottom. And you see that they match up to the bottom of the cupcake, and there's a prompt on the top of the cupcake. So this one has circles on the top of it, so it reminds the child this one is a circle that goes with this, and then there's another prompt in the bottom of the cupcake holder. So many, so go ahead, you can fit yours together. Now he's working on fine motor, push and pull, a gross motor, and then we can put them in the cupcake tray and offer them to somebody else. Just so you see though, there are other colors as well. So there's red, and then there's also green.
Colors and shapes?
Yep, colors and shapes, and so we can do matching with shapes and colors. And again, love the prompt on the top, so clever, and our kids will really like this, and we can work on the functional pretend play. Now another toy by Learning Resources that I really love this year are these word construction toys. They give you these bolts. So our boys like them because it looks like something you're going to build, right? And you're actually building words. So you've got all these different rings. There are endless possibilities. The green ones are vowels. So we know that we want those to go between other ones. It starts to teach kids how you build a word and why vowels are so important. So you throw a couple onto a bolt, and then you start twisting them to see if you can come up with a word so that they can see all the different possibilities. So what do you have over there, Daddy?
I got hat.
Okay, I got tar. And then we shift them again and come up with another one. I have dim.
I have sod.
There we go. So endless hours of fun with these, and you're working on letters, you're working on colors, you're working on building words, and there's this wonderful distinction that the vowels are green. That's going to help our kids to learn how to read and know the value of a vowel.
That's excellent.
Right? Love that. Learning Resources, great toy. Okay, you know I love Melissa and Doug toys.
Yes.
Right? So,
Nostalgia.
oh, but they're just so well made. They're going to last forever, and they're so educational. This particular Melissa and Doug toy is a lacing shoe. For anybody who's ever had difficulty teaching their child how to tie their shoes, and we know a little bit about that as autism parents, yes. This is great because it gives the opportunity for it to be in something that's fun outside of them. So often when kids are leaning over their own shoe, it can be really difficult, or you take the shoe off and put it on their lap and it doesn't have long enough laces, it's not big enough for them to be able to see. This is an awesome, awesome toy so that they can put it through bigger holes, have a longer lace, and have it sit on their lap and really practice with this. Super duper toy for Melissa and Doug. All right, the next one, I know you're gonna love this one.
Oh my gosh.
It's the Bubble Luca.
And who doesn't love bubbles?
I'm telling you, everybody
I
loves
still love bubbles.
yeah. So, and this is a foolproof bubble cannon, really. So one of the things I love about this, it's got a little suction cup. You can stick this right onto the bathtub wall. I'm gonna have you hold that for a second.
Sure.
So, and it's got a clippy so that you can unclip it. So this is clipped to the bathtub wall. This goes right into it, so you're not having to find it everywhere. And the handy little tray, it also can affix to the wall. There is this removable piece at the end that's got a little, it feels like terry cloth thing at the end. So we pour our bubbles into here, and we begin to teach our children cause and effect. So we have them dip it in there. Go ahead and dip it, Daddy. Yep. And then blow, and we're going to make a mess. So reinforcing for kids. Now, stop and consider all the different things that you're working on here. You're playing with this, very reinforcing, but we're working on blowing, which is going to help build the muscles to produce sounds. It's going to help with eating issues, actually. And because it's so reinforcing, I don't know if you remember, but when Jem was little, we used bubbles so often to start teaching a skill. When we were working on eye contact, do you remember that we would take the little, and by the way, it does come with a wand as well. So if you don't want to do this and you want to take these outside, there is a wand in there. Do you remember we would say to Jem, you know, I have bubbles, and we would wait until he made eye contact, and that's the moment that we would blow the bubble. And what that taught him was, when I make eye contact, then I get something really good. Then later on, we had him say buh, which led to him saying bubble, and then later he had to say, I want bubbles, more bubbles, right? Bubbles are an amazing thing. So you can use the wand, you can use the cannon, whatever you want to do, fabulous. We always think that we have to spend a fortune on toys to have them be wonderful and build skills. This is a great example of a really inexpensive toy that can work for kids of all ages and build a lot of skills. Love the Bubbalooka.
So
Awesome.
Fun. So fun.
Okay, now I'm wearing this crazy thing on my head because you know that I love the headbands lines of games. Go ahead and put yours on, Daddy. And this year, they've come out with a new one that's really fabulous. We played Headbands, the original, before, but this year they've come out with Act Up. This is like charades for kids. Okay, so we're wearing our headbands. Kids love this. When mom and dad look ridiculous, so much the better. So we've each put something, a card on our head, and I will tell you that yours is a thing, because these can be people, places, or things. So we're teaching nouns too. It's really cool. And you can help a child if they're a pre-reader to know what it is, but they have to act it out so that he has to guess what it is. So you ready to guess what is on your head?
Okay.
Okay. So.
Saw.
No.
Something to me.
Okay.
Or accordion.
There we go.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I had to be more specific, right? Okay, so now act out for me what I have on my
It's
head.
a thing.
Okay, it's a thing.
Okay.
You're thinking. You're surprised. Shocked. Oh, you got an idea. It's a light bulb.
Light bulb.
Ah,
You got it.
okay. So, lots of fun. Great thing to play. These kinds of games are so interactive, and it helps kids to know how to ask questions. All of these toys are amazing. They're all available in this wonderful guide that we talked to you earlier about, the Toys R Us Toy Guide for Differently Abled Children. Check out the icons that go with them to know what kinds of skills they build. Really remarkable. We thank Toys R Us and Lecotech for putting together this wonderful, wonderful guide. And all of the toys that we demoed here, we're going to be giving away on the show. So make sure you sign up for our newsletter so that you can win one of them. So just another fun day toy shopping at Toys R Us.
Educational.
And educational too. We want to thank the Porter Ranch Toys R Us for hosting us today. And we want to thank Toys R Us and Lecotech for putting together this wonderful toy guide for differently abled children. Check it out. Make sure that this season you're spending your money well and helping to educate your kids while letting them have fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Great
being
time.
with us. Bye-bye. So Erin has some toys there that are featured in this year's guide that she's going to talk to us about. What do you have up first, Erin?
Yes, okay, so what I want to preface my toy selections with is that sometimes families look at the guide and they sometimes they can't find something for their child because their needs are more than what an off-the-shelf toy might offer. But we always think that every child can play with every toy. So I want to point out some features of these toys that make them more accessible or could be adapted for a child with special needs.
Great.
So first up, I have Bunchums, and these have been pretty popular in the news lately because some kiddos have been getting them stuck in their hair. But at Lecotech, we always think that it's important for parents to engage in play with their children, so there shouldn't be any problems with kids getting these stuck in their hair if the parent is participating in play.
Okay.
So if you've seen these Spin Master Bunchums, very fun, fail-free play. There's no wrong way to do this. They stick so easily. They kind of remind me, Shannon, if you've seen these before, of burrs. Like, you know, if you were walking and they just stick to your pant leg. You couldn't possibly put this on this bunch of Bunchums without it sticking. You just can't get it wrong. Fail-free, open-ended, great fun.
They're addictive and great for a wide variety of things. I'm thinking that these are great for fine motor, and for imagination. For our kids that can't handle Play-Doh because of the textures of it sticking to fingers, that would be a great thing that you can build things with a Play-Doh, like you would with Play-Doh. Really fascinating. You can work on putting different colors together and matching. Really great toy.
And they have lots of really fun different sets. So if the kid does need a little more support with their imagination and they need, a bug set or a dinosaur set or something like that to encourage that imagination, they have those as well. And they're just super, super fun. So I would highly recommend these.
Okay, very cool.
So then next on my list is this fun guy here by Fisher Price. Fisher Price Beat Bow. He is just flying off the shelves this year. So you need to go out and get him if you're interested. But the reason why Lecotech loves this toy is because he really engages all types of learners, right? So we have our kinesthetic and tactile learners, we have our visual and our auditory learners, and he really engages all 4 of those learning types, and he's also very easy to use. So I was gonna do one little thing with him if he's gonna cooperate with me. I'm gonna push his recording device, and we're gonna have him sing a little song about Autism Live.
Okay.
Autism Live. So he's saying a lot about autism. He didn't quite get my live in there, but
He's so cute though.
Yeah, he's so cute and he's very visual. His belly lights up. He really encourages kids to move and groove with him, and then also practice their speech and language and everything else. So he's just a really fun, interactive toy that the entire family can engage with and have fun.
Really, really cute. And, we have seen time and time again those toys that when you talk to them, they repeat back what you say. So reinforcing for our kids who are have emerging speech. It makes them want to talk more. And if the toy doesn't understand them, it makes them work on their articulation in their diction. It's a really amazing thing. So great, fun, reinforcing toy. I love it.
He's got a nice social emotional aspect to him too. So he's like a child's friend, so it encourages them to interact with others after they interact with him, and it's a confidence booster to go out and talk to peers.
Love it.
Really fun. Love him. So the next one on my list is the Play School Elephant Ball Popper. And of course, if I push him, he's probably going to go everywhere. But the thing that we like about him that is adaptable is his trunk right here on the top. It turns in lots of different directions. So depending on the child's mobility, we can have the balls go right back inside of his ears instead of flying everywhere. Or let's say maybe the child is working on, encouraging their left side movements. We could have his trunk turn towards the left. The balls would then fly out that way, and the child would have to go over that way to collect the balls by reaching their left hand out, or maybe scooting over that way or walking that way to go get them. So we really like the adaptability of this elephant ball popper. And I'll do it for you if you want real quick.
I do want. Now my son had the elephant. I want to see him.
I don't have the balls in it.
Okay, that's hours of fun. My son had the way years ago the elephant one where the butterflies came out. He is loud.
Okay, Shannon, sorry.
It's really loud. So keep that in mind. He's a louder toy. But I will say,
Well, let me say, he does have volume settings. So
Okay.
FYI, you can turn him down. So that
Okay.
helps.
That does help. We like the volume setting. But I was saying that my son years ago, the elephant, it was a long flexible tube, and it shot up butterflies, and you had to try to catch the butterflies. And it was a great toy. Our therapist used it for all of his breaks, and then as he got better at it, then they would say, okay, now you just have to catch the red butterflies, don't catch the yellow ones. We had hours and hours of fun with that elephant thing, and eventually he outgrew it, but good toys, really fun.
Agreed, yeah. So this is our new updated version of that butterfly one. And, you know, again, like you said, there's so much adaptability with him and different ways to challenge kids. Once they are familiar with it and they know how to interact, you can adjust his trunk and have the child play with it in a different way. Or you could get, you know, a net for them to catch the balls up in the air, or only have them catch a certain color. So exactly, there's a lot of ways to play with Elephant.
Absolutely love it. Okay, what else have you got there?
So the last two on my list.
Don't you want to go to Erin's house? Doesn't everybody want to go to Erin?
You guys should come over. We always love visitors. Chicago, wintertime, not so great, but you are more than welcome to come.
Okay, so what is that?
The last two on my list are Playmobil has a new line of products called Summer Fun, and they are carnival sets that kids build, right? That's what Playmobil does. They want kids to build. But what is so exciting about these is they all have light up features and movement. So there's a really nice reward for the child after they get it put together. And if they can't put it together all by themselves, what a wonderful way for siblings or parents or grandparents to work with them to help put it together. There's not a million pieces. It's really not super challenging. It won't take hours and hours. So it does have some fast reward to it. But the thing we really love about this is that it has a manual crank with it where the child would have to turn it themselves to see the Ferris wheel or the carousel move. But Playmobil was brilliant, and they have an accessory that you can purchase that makes this like a battery operated toy. So they can plug it in and it will always and rotate. So we love that. That is one of the things that we just absolutely loved about this, because all kids can access it that way. Or maybe they want to use it in their room at nighttime, where it provides them some sort of sensory feedback that they need ongoing versus manually turning it where they might get frustrated. So we love this about Playmobil.
Love it. Love Playmobil. And I see the last one that you have there. I can't wait to see what that is.
Yeah, so this one is the carousel. It's a really big one.
Okay, cool.
So same situation, lots of different types in this line that they have of summer fun. And this winter we might need some summer fun, so this might be a great one to have at your holidays to you know, rejuvenate with some sunshine from Summer Fun Playmobil line.
I love it. Welcome back to Autism Live during our Festival of Toys. And if you've been watching the show at all this year, you know that we went absolutely gazanga all year long over one particular toy. And of course, I'm talking about the Lux Blocks. We have had more fun with these this year. I was saying the other day that people, I keep some of these on my desk, and people come in. This was built by Amy Zhang from Autism Care and Treatment Today. Just while we were sitting and problem solving something, she put this together. And I might add, it reduced the stress in the room, and we got the problem solved while she was doing this. So love, love, love these Lux Blocks. I think they're great for everybody. Adults, kids, and whatnot, but we're going to talk specifically about why they're great for our kids on the autism spectrum. So welcome back to the show, one of our favorite people, Mike Achera from Lux Blocks. Mike, thank you so much for being with us again.
Hi, Shannon. Thanks for having me.
Well, you know, we couldn't do the Festival of Toys without talking about Lux Blocks, because this is the time of year when we talk about our favorite toys and our favorite toys for kiddos on the spectrum. And there's no way we could have done that without bringing up Lux Blocks, because this has been our favorite toy of the year. We've had so much fun with these all year long, Mike. For people who haven't watched the show and don't know, talk a little bit about why you came up with the idea of these plastic things that can do so many things.
Well, my wife and I we worked together on this. I started years and years ago really geeking out over people like Bucky Fuller and Frank Lloyd Wright and Einstein. But when my wife and I got together, even before we were married, we'd go up and see Frank Lloyd Wright's house in Taliesin, Wisconsin. And we just love what happened in the 20th century with architecture and science. And we learned that Bucky Fuller, the geometer, he invented the geodesic dome. And Frank Lloyd Wright and Einstein all credited their early childhood experiences with kindergarten with the foundations of their development. And this wasn't an ordinary kindergarten. This was the kindergarten of Friedrich Froebel, the German pedagogue who was friends with Maria Montessori and Pestalozzi. And Froebel, this is the guy who lived back in the 19th century, in the Napoleonic era. He was a true progressive. He thought that we should treat children as these unknowns, these potential geniuses, and not as little vessels to fill up with what we already know of knowledge. And so he created learning tools based on his ideas. He was a scientist. And the best scientific information of the age, he was a geometer, he studied minerals, the crystals of minerals. So he created special toys that would replicate the shapes of nature. And he gave them these little children because he thought, if you do that, it'll create special connections in their mind, and you'll have unknown consequences, perhaps new geniuses of the age. And it worked. People like Le Corbusier, Buckminster Fuller, Frank Lloyd Wright, Albert Einstein, all said that their mind was blown as little 6-year-olds, and they looked at the world differently after that. And that's what he wanted. So it was kind of like a magically true story. And so my wife and I said, well, we know so much more now that we lived through the 20th century than Froebel knew back in the 19th century. Let's examine all the things we learned and try to put into a block those special connections that nature uses to build itself that Froebel had no idea about. And so we had a strict litmus test when we developed this toy. Can the toy make molecules? Can the toy do fractals? Can the toy imitate waves and water and liquids and gases and do all these different things? And it was a very tough slog. It took 4 years of development with a 3D printer. And we finally were able to make a toy that passed the test, and that's how it was developed.
Well, we love this thing because, you know, without knowing all the things you just said, what happens is somebody sits down with these things, they're individual little units, and you start snapping them together, and quickly your mind does get blown because you can do all these things. Now,
right, exactly.
And it moves. It has the potential to move. So you can shape it into different it's amazing. This guy here that Amy made can do so many different things. I can fold him up in so many different ways. It's endless. Now you can create shapes that are, I've got the helicopter right here that I'm holding up. So you can put it together and go, what I want to build is a car. Oh, look at what you've got, Mike.
Yeah,
you
win. Here's an example. Here's like that Star Wars TIE fighter, right?
Yeah.
But instead of making a brick facsimile, like a brick picture of it like we do with other toys, the fuselage is actually a sphere, and the pylon is a cube, and the wings, they can move, right? So this is what a kid really wants to do. So it almost, some people describe it more as an art material than a toy, because it actually is so, you can manipulate it in so many ways, and then it'll hold a shape. And the beautiful thing about this is why we call it Lux, the principled block. People say, why did you call it the principled block? Because we put into it principles. Here's one principle. You see how this moves like that? That wing is just kind of a little movie, flimsy? Yes. All I have to do is just crimp the end a little bit, and the principle of corrugation takes effect, and now it doesn't want to move.
Isn't that amazing?
Right? That's called corrugation. Corrugation is how we get so much strength out of sheet metal. We can build an airplane out of sheet aluminum, lightweight. It acts like paper. We roll it off a roll. But the minute they bolt it together and let it hold its shape, that wing is lightweight, hollow, and so strong we can carry passengers across the world with it. So those are some of the principles we put into this block. So kids, when they take something, I'll give you an example. Here's a sheet of Lux.
Yes.
And it acts just like a paper, just like a squishy material. All I have to do though is fold it, and it acts like a bridge.
Oh,
so you're getting the strength of the material and tension, not compression like a brick, but tension like a cable. Okay, and that's a really wonderful principle now, and we wanted kids to have access to that principle at a very young and tender age.
Exactly. Now, Mike, show us what you've got there behind you, because this blew my mind too.
This is a Ferris wheel made. Now you have to remember, everything in this, every block on this Ferris wheel is the exact same block. It's a modular system. The only thing that's not on here that's not in the block are little dowel rods that make the axles and some rubber bands. Everything else is just a block. And its sister was on the Today Show Wednesday before Thanksgiving. This is the sister of it. And yeah, so you can make, like you said, you can make traditional things like Ferris wheels and houses, or you can make really things that kids won't know what they are. Like an example of this is like a cell structure, but this is what Lux wants to make. Lux wants to bend itself into like arthropods and diatoms and molecular organisms. The kids won't know. And the fun thing about this is kids have to ask their teachers what they just made, and the teachers won't probably know, which is how education should work, right? The kids should be asking really hard questions to teachers, and to make the teachers have to get smarter. So that's the direction that Freuble wanted education to go, where these little geniuses are asking their teachers really hard questions. And so we're really inspired by that.
Well, we're really inspired by you. We think that these are fascinating, but word is out. Word is out on the streets, and you've been on the Today Show now, so they're flying off of shelves. Let's talk quickly about where people can get them, because I got to tell you folks, you got to grab them quick, because there's a great possibility that they're going to sell out for the holiday season here. So there are a couple of different ways they can get them. Mike, talk to us about that.
Well, if people don't like to go out to the store, they're in boutique stores all over the country. And if you need to go to our website, you can find a store locator at our website, luxblox.com, luxblocks.com. Or you can buy from us online or on our Amazon store, but you can just go to Amazon and look for it. But Barnes & Noble is one of the biggest carriers of us. Lots of boutique stores. Hamburger Schlummer Catalog has us. Marbles, the Brain Store online carries us. So, like I said, you can get it all over the place, but people are running out.
They are running out, and I want to tell people, I saw them last week in my Barnes & Noble, my personal Barnes & Noble, but they've got a toy section. Go in, find the Lux Blocks before they're all gone. And you've got several different kinds of sets that you can do, and I've got the beginner block set that's here. That's a great starter. If you already know that you've got a kiddo who's going to want to build the bigger things, go with one of the bigger sets. And this one has 200 pieces in it, and you can always add on. And you mentioned that, you know, I know from having you on the show before, you designed this to be able to add on and use other things. So there are little holes in here. So if you've got somebody who's interested in electricity and wants to run wires, they can wire these. And you also have made it so that there is a hole in the center so you can put dowels or popsicle sticks and make it even more flexible to do more things. This is so great for our kiddos that are on the autism spectrum. You have already seen, and we've already talked about on the show, about how you can put these into kiddos' hands, and kids who have a great deal of difficulty with finger skills and pincer grasps and tripod grasp that are having trouble writing, they are so motivated by this. And we've been seeing that they build hand skills because they want to put it together. What a great way to build hand skills. But then when they start to see all the things that they can do, the creativity that comes out in our kids, we spent a lot of time last week talking about the differences between functional pretend play, which you can do. You can create this and do functional pretend play. You can do symbolic play, and you can do all kinds of imaginary play with these toys. The sky is the limit. And I've seen little kids play with this now on the autism spectrum, and I've seen grown adults, both on the spectrum and not on the spectrum, have a great time with these.
Right.
They're addictive is what they are, Mike.
Well, thank you for saying that. One of the reasons why it works the way it does is because they're all squares. And a lot of people don't know this, but squares are like the chameleon of the shape world, because squares make prisms. So kids, when they snap them together, they can make triangles or squares or diamonds or pentagons or houses. So because it's a squishy thing, or trapezoids. So that's why the toy has such an appeal too, because the mind is really racing when the kids play with it, because there's so much shape language being thrown at them all of a sudden. It's not, like I said, a brick facsimile of the world where it's all rectilinear and you're kind of put in that cage. This really explodes the possibilities, and the kids, I think there's a lot of neural activity that's happening between the hands, the eyes, and the mind with Lux.
Well, we love this toy here. And I also have to say to folks that while this toy was invented for anyone and everyone, it is so particularly fabulous for autism community and for all of our kids in our autism community and teenagers as well. and that Mike and his entire team have been so wonderful in supporting the autism community. They gave such a generous donation to our Sensitive Santa, so a lot of kids who wouldn't otherwise have had the opportunity to were able to go home with a fabulous set of Lux. We want to thank everybody at Lux Blocks for making this a very happy holiday for so many of our kiddos. And we really want to encourage you, get to a store before they're sold out. Get to Barnes & Noble. And if you can't, once they sell out at Barnes & Noble, I fear, Mike, that you're going to sell out on Amazon. But you know what? That's a quality problem.
We're having an early release in 2017, probably January, February.
You got new colors coming out, right?
We've got all new colors. Yeah, we've got Easter colors, and we've got some primaries, and some, even army green, black and gray for those maybe boys, maybe girls who like to do like the Star Wars and army stuff. So yeah, we have a lot of new nice colors coming out in early 2017. If you go to luxblocks.com, stay posted because we'll be launching that stuff soon.
I'm telling you, these toys, get the original colors while you can. They're going to become collector's items too. People are going to be talking about this for decades to come. Lux Blocks. And so what's the website again?
The new boxes will still have our classic Lux classic colors, okay, which are the orange, blue, and white. And that was based on tons of focus groups of girls. And the girls basically said, we like the bright colors, but they don't have to be passion pink and tutti frutti. They could be just sports colors. So we went with the orange, blue, and white because they're very gender neutral. And did you want me to tell you the website again?
Yes, please.
It's Lux Blocks, LUXBLOX.com.
Okay, and so go get them, you guys. These will be a fabulous thing to have under your tree or on your Hanukkah table. This is one of those toys that unlocks endless possibilities. We couldn't recommend it higher. It's been our favorite thing all year long. Mike, we adore you. We adore Lux Blocks. Please doesn't everybody now, having watched this, don't you want to go to Mike's house? Like, you got all those cool toys there, Mike.
Hey, speaking of that, speaking of Hanukkah, they make awesome dreidels. I'll show you real quick.
Oh, yeah,
this.
show me.
Oh, it's the easiest thing in the world. All you need, they come with these dowel rods, right?
Right.
And all you do is you put a dowel rod right through the cube, and you spin it, and it makes the most amazing dreidel. They're really fun. You can use the 3 different colors if you want. But yeah, and they also make menorahs too. I don't have one here, but they make great menorahs.
We love it. We love it. Of course it does, because you can make anything with these, and your kids will come up with things that haven't been invented yet. And really, I love the whole idea behind it, and I love the actuality of it. It makes me very happy. Lux Blocks, get them quick before they're out. I don't want anybody crying to me saying I didn't get it in time. Go now, Barnes & Noble or on Amazon, or Lux Blocks with X, LUXBLOX.com. Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate it.
All right, take care. Have happy holidays.
You too. Take care.
Bye-bye. Hi, I'm Shannon Penrod, and this is my husband.
Hello.
I was going to let you say your name.
Oh, I'm Jim Miller.
And we are here at the Miracle Mile Toy Store. This is an amazing toy store right in the center of Los Angeles, and we're going to take a little tour around and look at all the fabulous toys. This toy store is an Astra toy store, and one of the things that you want to look for is that Astra label. That tells you that these are amazing toys, one-of-a-kind toys. You know how when you have that friend who's got the really fabulous toys and you wonder where did they get them? Chances are it was from an Astra toy store. And we're going to show you some cool toys, but in particular, some of our award winners from this year's Toy Guide are in the store. So you ready? So we're here at some of the cool toys. You can see I've already lost my husband.
Whispering to the puppy. But just some of the award-winning toys this year. I want to start with one of my faves. We had this last year, and it was sort of like an honorable mention last year, and then we played with this so much this year that it had to be one of our top toys. This is Happy Salmon. And it's a card game, but it's for all different kinds of ages and ability, and there's even a portion of the game that you play non-verbally. So awesome, awesome Happy Salmon. You'll find yourself going, Happy Salmon, Happy Salmon. With the there we go. Happy Salmon. You'll understand when you play this. It's a mayhem in your house. Also, these are all the Lux blocks that they have left in the toy right now. This is one of our top toys of the year. We love Lux blocks. They've got new colors, and this is all that's left in this toy store because they have sold out.
Wow.
So you need to get the Lux blocks. These are amazing. They're snapped together toys that you can make all kinds of things. You know, honey, you've seen us making all kinds of helicopters and things with these. And it works on all the major skills that your kid wants to work on that help with handwriting skills and push, pull, turn. Totally fabulous. I've also got a marble run here.
Marble runs are great.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Jem used to play with
absolutely.
marble? Because one of the things about this is that it
When I would let him.
Right, because we were playing with it. And you can put it together different ways. So there's all different things you can work on, but it has a beginning, a middle, and an end to it. And once you put the marble in and it goes down, it's like, what, 2 minutes? So that when you're working on something with a kid, you can say, okay, get this right, and then we're going to do the marble run. They put it down the marble run, and then you go, okay, let's go back to work so we can have something else to work for later on. Marble runs are great. This one is a fabulous one, but they're all different kinds out there, and the one that actually won the award this year from Autism Live is from Fat Brain Toys, and it's a bamboo.
That's amazing.
Bamboo marble run. Oh, it's so yummy, I can't stand it. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, this is one of our new top toys this year. This is a Hypno Gizmo. We love sensory toys that kids can play with, and it makes all different shapes and noises. You can see there's these fishing lines where the beads roll. Well, the one that won the top toy is a version of this that's for slightly older kids where they get to design where the beads go and where the different strings go. Hypno Gizmo. So for a younger kid, get the one that's already made, and it's got the twirlies on the side. Listen, I came in here and we were talking about how to set up the chute, and I was standing playing with it, and they had to snap me out of it.
It says mesmerizing on the box, and it really is.
But for older kids, get the one where they make it themselves. It's super duper fabulous. I just want to say too, when you go to a toy store, you'll see that there's all kinds of things to play with and indulge yourself. One of the things that I noticed when I got here, these are a great toy, Geometrics. They snap together with little magnets, but the magnets are encased in the plastic. You can make all kinds of things with them. Addictive. Geomatrix. Okay, let's check out some of the other rooms, okay? Okay, baby, do you know what this is?
What's it called?
It's a teeter popper.
Teeter popper.
Because it's got these amazing poppers on the bottom. Now, this is one of our award winners for the year. And I want to point out, though, that this is a dirty teeter popper. And there's a reason for that, because this is the demo at the store. This is how well loved this is. You can see that this has been played with. That's how you know the sign of a cool toy, because kids actually play with it. So what this does, the kid sits and teeters in it, and the suction cups stop them from getting too far or knocking them over, and then they have to kind of push to get it to unsuck.
It makes a fun noise, too.
It does make a fun noise. So it's really cool. It's a really safe toy, and it's great for building those core muscles and for helping a kid to feel that inner core and grab a hold of it. This is a great OT toy. Kids won't know that they're working on therapy. They just think it's fun. Super cool. Teeter popper, Fat Brain, get one. One of our favorite new toys this year is the My Little House, or as I call it, Mi Casa Pequeña. Absolutely love this toy. If you watch our show, you've seen us talk about this amazing toy that was made by a speech and language pathologist. Kids play with it, big kids play with it, adults play with it. You can't help yourself because it's the best of felt toys. It's a house and it can go together 1,000 different ways. maybe not 1,000, don't quote me, but a bunch of different ways. And it's got all these lovely pieces to the house. It's like having a dollhouse.
36 pieces, yeah.
36 pieces. Each room is color coded so that it can help a child be able to match. It's really incredible. We absolutely love My Little House. If you have somebody who's a language learner, that they're developing language, boy, this is the toy of the year.
Yep.
Hello, Mr. Turtle.
Hello.
I was wondering if you would like to play with the trains and cars.
Oh, I love playing trains. Yes.
So we're going to just have a good time here and continue playing, and we want to encourage you to go to the Astra Toy Store near you. And if you're in the Los Angeles area, come to Miracle Mile Toys. It's at miraclemiletoys.com. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Hi, I'm Shannon from Autism Live. Come on in. Hi, I'm Shannon Penrod.
And I'm Charlie Denali.
And we're here
At the Miracle Mile Toy Hall.
We're celebrating the 2018 Autism Live Toy and Gift Guide. So we're going to look at some of the cool things that are featured in the guide.
Let's begin.
Yeah. Charlie, let's talk about babies first.
Okay.
I love babies, and babies need things to activate all of their senses, right?
Yeah.
So I love this toy. This is from Infantino. It's an award winner. Balls, Blocks, and Buddies. It sounds simple, but there's so many things that you can do. This is just one of the little buddies. How cute is he?
Yeah.
You can stack the blocks. All of the toys have different colors and different textures to them, and the little buddies can be little buddies. You can make voices for them and do all kinds of fun things. Now, as a child grows, if you want to get a little fancier, I got something even fancier here for you. The Crystal Carnival. This is same sort of principle, stacking toys and shaped toys of all different sizes and colors, but a different modern take on it. They can even teeth on these. These are all safe to be bitten. Absolutely love this toy, the Crystal Carnival.
Next up, we have my favorite toy. These are the Googly Balls by Imperial. They are great sensory toys, and honestly, you just cannot stop touching them. They're so much fun to play with.
It's addictive.
They're amazing.
Everybody wants
And they're great colors, really fun.
Super fabulous. You know what else Imperial makes? They make bubbles. I love Imperial bubbles. In fact, it's one of the best toys that's out there for a child in therapy. The truth is that any child loves bubbles. They're really reinforcing, they're cause and effect. You blow, you can get them to speak using bubbles. And if you really want to reward a good child this holiday season, and I've turned it on already, but it's not going to spit bubbles. This is one of the most fabulous things that there is. Endless bubbles. You don't have to keep blowing. This is great for a party, great for reinforcing. 30 seconds, you turn it on and it'll shower them in bubbles. If you want the joy to start, Imperial Bubbles, get a bubble blower. It's fabulous. So Charlie, have you ever played with Legos?
Of course.
They're one of the most fabulous toys that are out there, right? And it's never too early to start with Legos because they make Duplos. And I love this particular Duplo set because it's got the pet friends. So you can put it together in all different ways. I mean, you could put the cat head on the dog body. It's very fun. But there are colors that match. Absolutely love this set because of all the different things that you can do. And we're learning about faces, and that's really important with autism too. Great starter set for any child. So every year, Charlie, we feature a marble run, and this year we've chosen Discovery Toys Castle Marble Run. We love a marble run because it's got a beginning, middle, and end, and when you're doing therapy and you're teaching something, you want to give a reward when a child's doing something fabulous. So you give them the ball, they get to watch it, but it ends, and then you get back to work. It's the perfect toy. What do you love about this one?
I love that not only do you build this awesome castle, they also come with these balls and they jingle as you put them down.
great marble run toy. These are spectacular. So I just love Melissa and Doug
Me
toys.
too.
Aren't they the best?
Yeah.
And a lot of times they're wood toys, but this holiday season they have this wonderful Examine and Treat Pet Vet set. So who is it that you have there, Charlie?
This is Joe the cat.
Okay, and what's he got going on?
He has the cone of shame, as you can see. Yeah, he's not feeling very well. I'm gonna hear his heart for a second.
Oh, I love that. Now this is Sniffle. Now Sniffles has a little broken paw on his cast here, but look, he's gonna get his cast off because he's all better. Woo! It's fabulous. Now I'm gonna take his temperature. Oh, he's got a little bit of a temperature.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, we'll have to treat him. I've got a bag full of goodies here that we can treat him, put his cast away. Look and see if there's something that you want to treat Joe with.
This looks good.
Ooh.
Nutritious niblets.
Okay. What about, do you want to look in his ears and see if
sure.
everything's okay? What great way to do sociodramatic play, great way to start cooperative play, really fun toy. That's why it's an award winner, but absolutely anything from Melissa and Doug is truly magical. You know what I love? A really simple toy that's super fabulous. These Busy Bugs, you would see these on a shelf and not know how incredible they are. We played with these with some kiddos and they had a ball for hours. There's all these different bugs that are different colors and you have to count them and match them with all kinds of cool things. Great toy from Discovery Toys.
Remember when you were a kid and you would play The Floor is Lava? They have an actual game for it.
Oh, I don't love this game. I love it. This is endless games, really wonderful cooperative play. You can play with a large group of kids. You throw the tiles on the floor and they become the safe places. There are lots of activities for them. Very interactive, super game. It's a hot game.
So next we have this new toy called Zoom Tubes. You may have seen it on TV. It's basically a contained Hot Wheels, so you can make your own track with these tubes and then zoom the car through it with a remote control, and it's really great. And yeah, it's great.
It is a fun toy. And you're holding the Smart Felt toy My Little House. And I love it so much that we had to make this an award winner 2 years in a row. This is the perfect toy if you have anybody in your house that's an English language learner and you want to teach them a bunch of different words to speak. This is the perfect toy to do it. It sets up to make a little dollhouse and you stick the little felt shapes to it. So reinforcing. There are so many lessons. It was actually invented by a speech and language pathologist. I really think it's my favorite toy of the last 2 years. If you haven't heard of Lux Blocks, oh, it's your lucky day. These are one of the hottest new toys that are out there, and they've come out with new fashion colors. So super fashionable this year. These, you can put them together and make almost anything. They snap together. I'm going to show you. Easy to snap together. You're working on pincer grasp, you're working on push-pull, all the OT things that you want to work on. Plus there's a whole executive function thing that goes with this because you're building all kinds of things. Here we built a ball and here we built a square. But if you build these together right, they expand and go back and expand. Oh my gosh, the things you can do with Lux Blocks. And you got to try the new sampler with all the cool colors.
And they have wheels too.
Oh yeah, good point. They brought wheels into the scene this year. So you can make all kinds of different shapes and vehicles, which we love. Lux Blocks, they're awesome.
So next we have this Harry Potter coding kit, which is really great because it is fun. You have this awesome wand that teaches you how to make and you learn how to code with it. So it connects to an iPad or a computer, and it teaches you all these different movements that teach you how to code. And it's really fun and it's super user friendly, and it comes with this cool handle that's great for safety.
I love good sensory toys, and Sensies makes a whole line of really super sensory toys. And they make them in different shapes and sizes and different feels. This is a soccer ball that vibrates, that you can hold, you can sit on it. It gives you that sensory input. What have you got?
This is a jellyfish, and it's for smaller aches and pains. It's really fun, and it's fuzzy and very nice.
I can imagine a kid would love to have this.
Yeah.
Really super fun. Sensies. If you're looking for card games, North Star makes the most fun games. Last year we featured the Happy Salmon game, which is a laugh riot in your home. But these are two of our new favorites. It's the Monster Match, and what have you got?
Funky Chicken.
And both of these games are super fun. For younger kids, I would play the Monster Mash. But if you're trying to get a game to play with adults, Funky Chicken, we played this yesterday. Didn't you enjoy it?
It was so much fun. It's perfect for the whole family. It's very interactive, and you can also play it non-verbally, which is great.
Both of them, in fact, all of the North Star games can be played. You can play the verbal version and the non-verbal version. And what I love is that it's not your typical card game where you sit around and play. These you have to get up, you're looking at each other, you're interacting with each other, you got to be physical. Super fun games. Okay, so you know I love a marble run, but what do you do for kids that get older? Well, the truth is that a marble run can be one of the most educational things that there are out there. This is the Turing Tumble, and it's a marble run on steroids. This actually teaches coding. Difficult problem-solving coding, such a clever game. There's this wonderful board, and you put it together with different puzzles that you have to solve. It comes with a graphic novel to get kids interested in it. This is a perfect game for your teen who's been a little bit too much screen time and you want to get them thinking. So Charlie did a puzzle earlier. We got the blue balls and the red balls.
She tried to.
She thinks she solved it.
Yeah.
What are we trying to accomplish?
So basically you want all the blue balls to get to the bottom without any of the red balls dropping.
All right, let's see if she did it. And it's going faster too.
It really is. Okay, so this is a board game that is for one person.
Although we played it
We
for two
played it
people
together because it was so hard.
and had a laugh
It was
riot.
so much fun. Basically, you're trying to figure out which cat committed a crime, and it gives you little clues, and so based off the clues you have to figure out which cat did it.
And it's really, like, there are easier cards and then it gets really hard.
Yeah.
Like, I could see playing this at a party with like 12 people trying to figure out which cat did the crime.
Yeah.
Super fun. And this
fun.
is from Think Fun. They make a great set of games that are all about logic and building logic. Super duper smart games. Cat crimes. Love it. So this whole time, Charlie and I have been wearing these great shoe necklaces from ARC. They come in all different sizes. Some look like Lego bricks, but ours are very special because they say, best friend. Thank you so much for being with us today at the Miracle Mile Toy Haul. If you want to get any of the toys that we featured, you can visit your local Astra toy store.
Or you can find more information at www.autism-live.com.
That's where our toy guide is, and there's a link to every single toy where you can buy it right from our website. Isn't that cool? Thanks. Happy holidays, everybody. Hi, I'm Shannon Penrod, host of Autism Live, and today I am at the Miracle Mile Toy Hall with a very special friend.
Hi, I'm Nikki Denocker.
And you may not know this, but Nikki was our first ever intern on Autism Live 1.5 million years ago. And since that time, Nikki it was right before she was going to college, and since that time, Nikki has done some pretty amazing things. Nikki, what degrees do you now hold?
I now have a master's in human development and psychology, and I actually work with preschoolers with autism and other social difficulties right now, so that's really fun.
I feel incredibly old and incredibly proud. Look at that, this amazing young woman. She is going to tour with us around the toy store and show you some of the winners from this year's 2019 Autism Live Toy and Gift Guide. You ready to shop?
I can't wait. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, Nikki, let's take a look at some toys. You ready?
Yes.
One of my favorites. Do you know this one?
No.
This is the super fabulous Googly Ball.
This is really cool.
And it's hairy. You can squish it. It can do all kinds of things. Now this year, this got our Oldie But Goodie Award for adults. And that might be strange to people, thinking, why would this be an adult? Because really, you could do this with a small child too. But last year at our Sensitive Santa, we had a group of adults come and they loved this the best. It was the most requested. You got to
I
play
love
with
that.
Isn't it cool?
It's so cool. It's an inside. It's really nice.
And by the way, you
For
can play
any age
catch.
group.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You can play catch with it, but there's something sensory about it that's absolutely fabulous. That's from Imperial Toys. So fabulous. They make great bubbles too. Speaking of bubbles, if you have a kiddo who is not bath time friendly, this is the hottest, newest, most wonderful thing invented by an autism mom whose kiddo did not like the bath. They're called Glow Pals, and it gets our award for top sensory for preschool. So it comes, this is the gift box of them, a whole bunch of them. But look, this is how you can buy them, just a few at a time. They're these little cubes, and guess what they do? When you're in the bathtub, you throw them in, and it's the only place where they light up, and they light up whatever the color is on the top.
That's so cool.
Isn't that
I
awesome?
love that. Yeah.
So if your kiddo has a favorite color, you can buy multiple colors and make the whole bath light up, and suddenly they want to get in the bathtub.
Yeah.
From an autism mom. Thank you very much.
That's amazing. I love that one.
Okay. All right. I'm looking things to hold. So you've seen Lux Blocks before, right?
Yeah. These
Super
are
fun.
really cool.
They've got a new thing this year that we absolutely love, the tubes of them. So they've got a storage place for them, but they come with gears and things and wheels that they can make.
That's amazing. I love that.
So for those of you who don't know Lux Blocks, they're building toys, construction toys, and you snap them together. We're talking fine motor. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But it's so much more than that because they move. And so you can actually make them so that they expand. Our kids are so
That's
good at
amazing.
these.
Yeah. I bet they can make so many cool things with those.
I would love to see what you could make with these.
I doubt I could make anything as cool as what the kids would make.
Nikki's one of the smartest people I know. Don't listen to me. So check those out. By the way, those are the School Age Award for our new category, which is our STEM toys. So teaching those science, technology, engineering, and math. And
Very
this
cool.
is engineering, folks. Really, really cool. Okay, how much do you love Jimmy Fallon?
So much.
Would you read to us a little bit from,
Yeah.
There's a series of books, and this is our baby book that we recommended. He's got 3 now in this
cool.
series.
Yeah. This is Baby. Let's laugh and play and sing. What are the parts of Baby? Well, I'll tell you everything.
And I love that the babies, I love the graphics. I love
Me
that the
too.
babies are all different
Me
colors,
too.
right?
I love that, yeah.
It's so wonderful. And then I love that they start to go through the different body parts. And we always talk on the show about how everything should be interactive when we're reading with our kids. So you say, these are baby's eyes, and then point to baby's eyes, where are baby's eyes, and you help them to be able to do that. And then,
And then where are your eyes? Yeah.
Where are mommy's eyes, right? So we're teaching generalization right from the beginning. It's super fabulous. Awesome.
Yeah.
Great
cool.
books, Jimmy Fallon. We absolutely love them.
Love it.
Are you good at puzzles?
Sometimes.
I know you're
This
good at
looks
logic.
Yeah. This looks like a different kind of puzzle.
This hurts my head a little bit, but for some of our kids, this is the most wonderful thing. So we recommend this for teens and adults, and in fact, we gave this our adult award for STEAM, because it is a building toy. It's a 3D puzzle, and Revit puts these, and we've said the whole line of them are really good for our kiddos. We set these out on the floor and had parents and teenagers sit down. The conversations that struck up because they were doing this puzzle.
Yeah.
Super awesome.
Yeah. That looks really fun to try something like this.
Yeah.
The fact that it's 3D, that's so cool.
Yeah, so, and it's like you really got to think it through and figure out how the pieces go. Hurts my head a little bit, but for our certain kiddos that are into that, super fabulous
cool.
fun. All right, you ready to go look elsewhere to see what else we can find? Okay, follow us.
Okay, so these beautiful little pillows are called Moosh Mooshes, and they are our sensory award for tweens and teens. And I think that it's really cool because a lot of kids that age, it might not be socially appropriate for them to have an animal or something like that, but appropriate and super cute.
It's so
I would have loved this as a teen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, even, you know, for a younger kid, this is great too.
Definitely.
And I can see sending this to college.
Yeah.
With somebody, right? Put it on their bed and they get to squeeze it. There's something, I'm gonna use your word, satisfying.
Yeah.
There's something satisfying about it. Super cool.
Yeah.
Okay, what else we got here? Ooh, I love our little ape snail. This is our oldie but goodie award for toddlers. You know, I like a toy that does a bunch of things at once. So all of our kids need a shape sorter. Not a shapeshifter. We don't want a shapeshifter, but a shape sorter. You want it this way? And so, because we want to start to work on shapes, I love this shape sorter because it's got different colors along with the shapes, but then it's got a good old-fashioned wooden pull toy that's with it.
Yeah.
So there's so many skills that they're working on all in one well-made wooden toy. Absolutely love it.
I love that too.
Okay, Nikki.
Oh, I love this one.
Fisher Price, you've hit it out of the park. So this is the Soothe and Snuggle Otter for babies.
It's so nice. It's so soothing.
Yeah, so you just saw Nikki push the button on its belly, and it's so cute and it's so soft. And you can put it in the crib. It only plays music for a short period of time, trying to help the baby to soothe themselves so they'll stay in the crib and not cry and teach themselves how to go to sleep.
Yeah, but it has this nice little soothing breathing motion.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
You know, there have been studies shown that when somebody mimics the breath of somebody sleeping, that they go to sleep.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's perfect.
Right? And so when we take our babies and we are sleepy and we start to breathe in that way, then they go to sleep and then we get addicted to that and then nobody gets any sleep anymore.
Yeah.
So then we get the otter instead, which is, that's Fisher Price. Isn't
that.
that wonderful? Okay, how much do you love music?
So much.
Right?
These are so fun. Yeah.
And this particular toy was the Parent Award. Parents looked at this and said, my child would love this, I would love this. Talk about being the antithesis of screen time for a young kiddo. And so this is for a toddler award. And again, it's from the parents that they said that they would love this. We had so much fun. So many different things. I love the castanets, the xylophone, you've got a triangle, this jingle thing. So you can get a whole bunch of people involved, and a good old-fashioned wooden kazoo.
Love that. I love that.
You gotta have a wooden kazoo.
Yeah,
everyone needs that. So love this. This is from Show and Hut. Really well-made toys. Isn't that remarkable?
Love it. Yeah.
All right, should we go look at some other stuff?
Yeah, let's do it.
Nikki, I love me some functional pretend play
Me
toys.
too.
Yes? And one of our most favorite things this year are these wonderful plush pretend play food sets that are from Pop Over. It's Pop O-H-Ver.
I love these.
And there are so many different sets that you can add on. Absolutely love them. Because we all want to have our kids play with the food and do the pretend sandwich and all of that. But all that's really been available for all these years, if you think about it, has been all those primary colored plastic things.
Yeah, those hard plastic ones, yeah.
And then the kids, you know, when they're learning how to pretend eat, they put their mouth on them and then they're hard to get clean. And well, these are fabric and they're washable and they're soft and they're totally wonderful. So let's show some of the things.
Yeah, so we have some of these open that are fruit and vegetable ones. This one comes with a banana, and the banana actually comes out of the peel. I love them. They're so squishy. You can kind of rearrange them.
And you guys, they're like this really nice quality corduroy. They're super soft, and they have a little bit of weight to them.
Yeah.
So it's really, really fun, and each set comes with a bunch of different things. I would get some of these if I were you. We have this for the top toy winner for preschool. You could even do these with toddlers. Super, super fun.
I love these.
Pop
These
over.
are great.
Really wonderful. Okay, then another one of my favorite things ever. First there was the My Little House that we've featured before in the toy guide. Well, now they have My Little Farm. We've been waiting forever. So now it's like taking all the things that you could learn about the house and learning it all about animals. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with these toys from Smartfell Toys, it's They're all developed by a speech and language pathologist who has so many years of experience in the field helping kids to learn language. No matter what the issue is, whether they're, have autism, apraxia, we want to be building that language. Maybe English is their second language. This is such a great toy for that. It pops up into a 3D barn, and they get to match all the animals, and they will learn things about, big, medium, and little.
Yeah.
Truly wonderful, wonderful targets. This one, our top therapist recommended toy for preschool, because the therapist said, wow, so many targets here for language, so many different ways that we could use. And I also love the fact that it all folds right back up, even though it's like a big, it's almost like a dollhouse, but it folds up into this.
That's very cool.
Super fabulous. Love it. And then, oh my gosh, one of my favorite things ever, I have not stopped talking about Club's Squishy Surprise. You've heard me wax poetic about this a little bit. So, for those of you who don't know what squishies are, how would you describe a squishy? How would you describe a squishy?
Well, it's such an interesting texture because they kind of squish down, but then like it takes a second for them to reinflate. So it's just like really fun to sort of move around and play with.
They're soft. It's like a marshmallow, but a resilient marshmallow.
Exactly.
They're super fun. But you guys know, as your kids are learning things, and you have to have things to reinforce them, and maybe you don't want to take them through the drive-through of, a food place to get the little play toy that they have, but you want to have something that you're rewarding them for. Well, Club Squishy Surprise has this great thing for you where you can subscribe to get a new squishy every month.
That's amazing. I love that.
And have it come in the mail. And they're all different. Like this one is popcorn, and we've got a little unicorn here,
some kind of
ice cream cone, and a taxi. All wonderful. They come packaged.
And of course, this keychain one.
With a lovely little cupcake. And I have a whole set on my desk. Each one of them feels slightly different. So it really is this surprise that they get to open the box, see what they got. It's a wonderful thing to have your child work for.
You have a constant reinforcer. Yeah.
And every single person that we tested all of these toys with, whether they were a very young child or whether they were an adult, everyone on the spectrum, not on the spectrum, wanted to play with the squishies.
Yeah.
I have these on my desk. Everyone comes in and wants to squish the squishies, and they all have a favorite. I'm just saying, you cannot lose with this one. Club Squishy Surprise. Okay, Nikki, you know that I love a good card game. This is my favorite card game this year.
Okay.
This is the Dirty Pig game, and I know it sounds entirely wrong, but first of all, I love these games that come, it's very small packaging, it's this little zipper pouch so that you got all your cards in here.
Yeah, you can take it with you anywhere. Yeah.
This is take on vacation, take on the plane, take wherever you're going, right? Super duper fun. We gave this, the therapist said this was wonderful to play with teens and tweens. But really, there's a wide range of kids, as long as you want to be working on sort of the executive function skills, like first this and then this. If they've got that ability, this will solidify it, right? Really great game for teaching that. So basically what it is you have your barn, and you get cards, and you have pigs, and you're trying to get them dirty, because a dirty pig is a happy pig, right?
Okay.
So you have all these other cards, and you get to play them on top of your pig that you say, I'm making this pig muddy, and you try to get 6 pigs muddy. But then the other player does horrible things to you and lays things, they'll wash your pigs for you.
Oh no.
Or they'll make it rain so that your pigs get washed for you. And then sometimes lightning strikes your barn. So, but it's all these things, and there are ways to protect your pigs. It gets very, very vicious very fast.
Yeah.
And you have to be thinking ahead. It's like the card game that's sort of the equivalent of chess. You got to be thinking 3 moves ahead. Super fun.
I love that. It sounds really fun.
We played this and laughed until we were almost sick.
Yeah.
It was that much fun. So Dirty Pig, great for teaching consequences. Like if you don't protect your pig and lightning strikes your barn, your pig gets clean again, right? So how to think ahead, all of those things. Dirty Pig. I absolutely love it. all kinds of cool things here. Oh, how much do we love Osmo? Osmo is super fabulous. If you've got kiddos who are doing screen time, this is anyone in the Osmo line. This is the Genius Starter Kit, but we also recommended the coding kit for kids who are older. What it does is it supercharges your iPad. You use it in conjunction with your iPad, and it makes your iPad three-dimensional.
Oh, wow.
There are so many things that you can work on with this, and so many ways that kids can create and build and take their iPad or their tablet to the next level. We really, really love Osmo.
That's amazing.
Super fabulous. In fact, this was our top toy winner for school-age kids. Love it.
That's amazing.
Okay, we love our adults on the spectrum.
This one I love, yeah.
Talk a little bit about this
Yeah,
one.
so this one is sort of a craft game, and it comes with all these different pieces. So you can choose these different positive words that describe who you are, and then people can sort of put it up on the wall or use it as a decoration. I love this one. It's just, they can all be so unique, and like all the words are just so great.
And we're always trying to teach people to be positive about themselves.
Yeah.
What a wonderful way to spend some time, picking which words to describe you, and then they get this great wall hanging afterwards that then reminds them of all the things that they feel that are positive about themselves.
Exactly.
We really love this and poster kit because it's empowering them. Really wonderful, wonderful. Oh, okay, another great game.
Oh, great. Yeah, this is such a funny one.
Heads talk, tails walk. Think fun. I love think fun games because it's always about logic but interactive. So let's open this up and let's make Nikki play. This is our top game award for preschool kids because it's super easy for them. They're going to turn over cards, and in gameplay you're trying to get cards that match the top and the bottom. So we see there that there's a frog there. Oh, and a monkey.
And a monkey.
So we got to ask Nikki to now make the sound of the frog.
Uh-huh. Okay, and then the...
And the body of the
like
monkey
monkey,
at the same time.
Okay. Ribbit! Something like that.
Exactly, and that's how the fun ensues, right?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
So it really, really fun when you get
And
a bunch
those are
of kids.
tough, too.
They are,
Yeah.
but you can be learning about animals and what noises that they make and what movements. With littler kids, it's hard to get them to sit and play a board game for a really long period of time. You got to have it interactive, up and moving.
Yeah, very
So
interactive.
love Think Fun.
Yeah.
They're the makers of Cat Crimes, by the way, which is one of our
Ooh,
favorites.
yeah, we love that
Nikki
one.
is super good at Cat Crimes. Don't play with her because she'll beat you every time. Okay, speaking of games, we've got two other great ones here. So this is our top game award for adults. It's called Awkward Moment. I kind of call it the apples to apples of social skills.
Yeah.
Do you want to describe how you do
Yeah,
that?
definitely. So this game, so I think we have the cards over here. So this game, so there's a moment card that describes a certain situation, and then everyone chooses a reaction card that they think would be the best reaction in that moment. And
Based on the decider.
Yes, right, and then based on a certain decider, for example, what's the most practical reaction? So then everyone votes on what the best reaction would be for that decider and that moment.
Well, there's just the two of us, but let's take a look at a moment card. And go ahead and read that to them.
You think you see a friend coming up the street, so you wave like crazy and yell her name, but when she gets closer, you realize it's not her.
It happened to me the other day. Honestly, in fact, it was somebody that I thought was you. That's so funny. I hadn't thought about that. It was somebody. I was at a farmer's market, and I was like, Nikki. It wasn't you.
No way.
Okay. So, but then the decider card for that. So this is the moment card, but then you
the decider is most practical.
Okay. And then I have my set of cards, and I have to pick from my set of cards what's the most practical. And in this choice, I pick unfriend them on Facebook.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't win that one, but then a discussion would ensue about why that's not a good choice.
Yeah.
It would be ridiculous of me to unfriend Nikki when I was waving at someone else. Nikki wasn't even there.
I
right?
love this game.
It's a wonderful game and great
great
game to play with adults to work on those awkward moments, which is the title of the game. Awkward moment. Okay, so we were just talking about apples to apples. This actually is our parent winner in the board game division because parents need to play board games too, and I've played this at many parties with adults.
Definitely.
Although you can play with a whole family, right?
Yeah.
So Nikki, tell us a little bit about how you play apples to apples.
Yeah, so apples to apples, one person puts down a card that has a specific word, for example, amusing, and then everyone else has their hand of cards, and they choose the one that they think is the best fit for that one that was put down. And then the judge or the person that put down the original amusing card would choose which is their favorite answer to pair with that one.
My favorite part is, well, two things. I love that it defines whatever the keyword is. So you're building vocabulary if you're playing it with your kiddos.
Totally.
But then afterwards, I love the justifications for why
Exactly.
people put something down there. You know, they for instance, it could say a clown throwing up,
Yeah.
right? And you put it down as amusing, and then afterwards, after they voted, you go, no, think about it, because clown throwing
Yeah.
up could be amusing, and everybody
Right.
goes, no, it's not amusing.
Right, and
So-
all those response cards are always hilarious
Yes.
things. So
It's
yeah,
really, really fun. So great game for that.
Yeah.
And then we have a whole line of things I'm going to give you from Miniland. These were really a favorite. In fact, we gave the whole set of Miniland emotional toys the Parent Award because they loved these so much for school age. So it's a series of games, and you play it in lots of different ways, but they're working on emotions.
I love that.
And there's little figures that have faces on them, and they can put them together and work on emotions. And each way we have the emotocapsules here, we have the emotiblocks here, and then we have emotion detectives down here. So all of them super fun to work on emotions. Thank you so much for being with us today at the Miracle Mile Toy Haul. If you want to get any of the toys that we featured, you can visit your local Astra toy store.
Or you can find more information at www.autism-live.com.
That's where our toy guide is, and there's a link to every single toy where you can buy it right from our website. Isn't that cool? Thanks. Happy holidays, everybody. Good morning and welcome to Autism Live. We're interrupting Temple Grandin Tuesdays this week to bring you the kickoff of the Festival of Toys. I'm so excited to be here. I'm Shannon Penrod. We're going to be here live for the next hour, and we have some pretty exciting guests. One in particular who's never been on the show before that I'm a little Twitter-pated. I'm so excited about it. But I know somebody already wrote in and said, is Temple Grandin on today? She is not, but if you will stick around to the end of the show, I will reveal which toys in the toy guide Temple Grandin herself picked out. So stick around if you want to see that. Really quickly, I want you to know that this entire show is meant to be interactive. I know that we've already got many people that are watching. Good morning. Amanda's excited about Toy Time. Good morning to Jessica and S Shark. And Greg's getting over his disappointment of no Temple Grandin. And Lori from the D is joining us, but trying to get somebody to nap so she can join in a bigger, better way. We've got some amazing toys that are featured in our toy guide. We're not showing all of the toys today. We're just showing some of our faves today. And the toy guide, I forgot to look. It's going live later on today, so it might be live already. I didn't look to see, but where you will find it, last year's toy guide is there, or this year's toy guide. If you go on our website, autism-live.com, there's a little icon up at the top that says toy guide. Hola, Alicia. There's a toy guide icon up at the top, and if you click on that, I think for still part of today, it'll show you 2019, and then sometime magically it will switch to the 2020. And I'll also try to give you some hints as to which toys are on sale 50% off this weekend for Black Friday, and particularly at Target. No sponsorship, but I'm just telling you so you can get 50% off. It's a good thing. Okay, yes, Greg says Temple is my hero. She's a lot of our hero. And she'll be back with us. You can watch a whole lot of Temple over the weekend during our marathon. But today, it's all about the toys. But stick around, and I'll tell you which ones that Temple Grandin especially like. And we're saying hi to Chloe, too. So if you want to interact with us, if you're watching us live right now, you're probably watching us on YouTube, on Twitter, on Periscope, or on Facebook Live. And you can interact with us on any of those platforms. Just write in the chat for those platforms, and it shows up here in real time on my screen, which is really cool. Now, if you're watching us recorded later on in the day, the year, or a decade from now, we want you to know that you can interact with us on autism-live.com at any time, any day. Just put your question in there, and the next time we are here live, we will be talking to you. And thank you, S Shark, who's saying, hit the like button, y'all. I'm so with you on this. Hit the like button. We like it when you share. We like it when you like. We like it when you follow. We like it when you review. By the way, if you're watching us in podcast or want to watch us in podcast, we're on all the major sites. We really love it when you give us a review on iTunes. Okay, so we've gotten through all of that. Hey, Philomena, so glad that you're here, and so glad that Evie is here. I love that name. So I hope I said it right. Maybe it's Evie. I like both. In any case, Michelle is in the house. Woohoo! So I got to introduce our first guest today who's never been on the show before. And there's a little bit of a tradition to this. You know, we normally every year we go to a toy store and I drag someone with me to demo the toys in a toy store. We've done it with Nancy Allspot Jackson. We've done it with some of our producers in the past. My husband has done it. And then I started taking Dr. Graham Pichet's children. I took her daughter, Charlie, and then last year I got Nikki to do it with me. And I had said to her, it's just not fair that I don't get to go with one of my favorite screenwriters and filmmakers, who is her son, Sonny Dinocker. And he's here today, and he's going to kick this off with us. So, Sonny, welcome to Autism Live.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
Well, I'm so excited that you're here. I mentioned that you are a filmmaker and a screenwriter. You're finishing up your screenwriting degree at a very illustrative university. Do we want to disclose what that is?
Yeah, sure. I'm at Chapman University right now, which is in Orange County. It's a lovely school.
My son kind of wants to be you when he grows up.
Oh,
that's
yeah?
like, that's his ambition, that he wants to be a screenwriter at Chapman too. I think you might have influenced him at some point.
Yeah, I'm flattered. I'm flattered.
Well, listen, I think he has really good taste. A couple of years ago, when you were 17, you were making a film with a group of friends. You had written it, but you were also co-directing and starring in it. And I had the opportunity to play a very small role in it. And I brought my son to the set both days. And I think he was just like, I think I want to be Sonny when I grow up. And I thought that he had really good taste. That film, by the way, is something that people could watch if they wanted. You're in it, I'm in it, and you wrote and co-directed. Do you want to tell them a little bit about it, what it is, and where we do have a disclaimer? It's not appropriate for everyone, right?
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's a film called it's called Mr. Hitler, and it's about a guy who has the last name Hitler, and it's about his sort of struggle with that name. It's a satirical documentary kind of thing. So, you know, not necessarily appropriate for the whole family, but, you know, view at your own discretion. I can provide a link. I'll be sure to get the link by the end of the show.
Okay. And it is hilarious. I got to say, I play the young boy's mother, but I have to, there are many great actors. I think you're spectacular in it, first of all, but I think the guy who plays my husband is the funniest thing in the entire movie.
Yeah.
So,
he's great.
Okay, I'm gonna drop my picture out of the thing for just a second, but we're gonna start to show some toys here. And I know you've got a big one behind you. Do you want to go to that one first?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
This is my personal favorite, really. Let me see if I can move this camera right here. See, this right here is essentially a marble obstacle course, if you will. When I was a kid, I loved this. This was, I mean, first of all, I never had anything this advanced, but if I did, that would have been the end of it for me. I would have been on this thing 24/7. Yeah, so this is called Marble Works. It is a marble, I guess obstacle course is a way to look at it. It's a maze of sorts that you can build and assemble. You can design it however you'd like. I made one yesterday. It's just, I mean, it's delightful. There's nothing else to be said. It's my personal favorite. Highly, highly recommend this one.
So we were talking about the toy guide a little bit, and sorry, we had a little bit of technical difficulty there. That's why it was so abrupt. But the toy guide is going active sometime today on our website, autism-live.com. And this is one of the toys that's featured there. I want people to know we give awards in different age categories. This was the winner in the school category for the therapist recommendation for a lot of the reasons that Sonny just said. I want to say that this is like wouldn't you say the marble run on steroids, Sonny?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. Because I had similar things when I was a kid, but they were always like a lesser version of this.
Exactly. And this is actually their Marble Works Grand Prix from Discovery Toys. And we feature a lot of the Discovery Toys items in our guide because they're really spectacular toys. And if when our toy guide goes active, if you want to, each toy has a little purchase now button that you can purchase it and go directly to where you can buy it. Discovery Toys is really interesting though, because you can host a party for Discovery Toys. It's kind of like, those other things like Tupperware and things like that, but better because it's toys. But what I love is that, and you can still you do it online in COVID, host a party, you get discounts, the people that you love get discounts, and sometimes you get really great free toys for your kiddos. So absolutely love that. And our therapists love a marble run because it's got a beginning, a middle, and an end. So kiddos doing therapy, Sunny, and we want them to do work, right? And we say, what do you want to work for? They always want to work for a marble. Man, a marble is it, right? And so they'll say, okay, let's do, we're going to do this 10 times and then we're going to erase marbles. And I love that about this one is that you can race, which just adds another element to it. So you do your 10 things, you do a great job, you get your high five, you go over, you race the marbles, and then, the therapist picks up the marble and says, okay, let's get back to work and let's earn to go again, which is like the best of the best. But I love that you love it too, Sunny. This is a toy that's good for absolutely anybody. Did you have fun putting it together?
I did, yeah. I was with a friend of mine. We built this lovely thing, and yeah, no, it's just a ton of fun. It's one of those things that's timeless, at least for me. I mean, I'm probably going to be using this when I'm 75.
Right? Whenever I'm in a room with a marble run, I want to put it on the table and play with it. We got a lot of people who are sending you a lot of love. Somebody named Ryan Town, who doesn't sound familiar to me at all, says this guy's got some serious talent. Get this guy on here more. Can I say, and Ryan, who was your co-collaborator on Mr. Hitler, who was also an intern here on Autism Live, a talented guy in his own right. But Sunny, I have a bone to pick with you. I'm going to choose this moment. I've told you many times that I want to be your John Ratzenberger. I want to be in everything that you do and just play a very, very tiny, tiny role. Yeah. Last year at this time, we were, it was almost exactly a year ago, we were at a big gala and I was there when you met for the first time, Mark Hamill. And what did Mark Hamill say when he found out that you were a young filmmaker?
He was very kind. He said I should write him a part.
And Sunny, it's a year later, and I believe as we walked away, I said, yes, write something for me and Mark Hamill, just squeezing myself in there. And I don't, where is it, Sunny? Why is this?
It's coming. I'll definitely get it done. But right. Yeah, don't worry. I'll keep it in my head. One day.
Listen, everybody heard this. He's now writing, I think I could play like his Mark Hamill's psycho sister or something like that. There we go. Okay, so what else do you have behind you what did you really like? Because I gave you a bunch of different toys. What do you have behind you that you want to talk about next?
Well, I mean, I'll say my second favorite probably. The marbles can't be beat, no doubt about that. My second favorite was probably this lovely Sphero Mini, which is this, Sphero Mini. Super nice, cool, essentially a robot, I suppose would be the right way to describe it. It is a spherical robot that you can actually control with your phone using an app. So, I mean, again, this is one of those things where when I was a kid, I would have never put this thing down, quite frankly. Unfortunately, technology wasn't there at the time. I was too busy rewinding my VHS tapes. But it's something like this is just absolutely what I would have loved. And let me tell you, it is a ton of fun for me now. And it's a ton of fun for, I imagine, everybody.
Yeah, we loved this toy. It won our Teen Tween Autism Live Top Toy winner, which is a big distinction when you get top toy. Just for the teen and tween category, we thought this was remarkable. It's a robot with a nice price point. It looks like a pool ball to me, but what I love about it is that there's an app. Did you get an opportunity to try it with the app, Sunny? And
yeah.
So talk to us about, because I know it can do lots of different things. Like you can steer it with your phone, but you can also make it so that you can do things with your hands. What did you like?
Yeah, so there's a lot of options. I didn't try all of them, but yeah, as you said, there's different ways you can control it. The most straightforward one is basically just like a a joystick. They put one spot on your phone and you can move, up, left, right, down. But they have other modes like there's a slingshot mode where you kind of like shoot it back and it, goes forward. They have a golf mode, which I don't even think I tried, but that sounded interesting. And they had one mode where it was, I believe it was just scream based. So the amount of noise you made would dictate where it would go. So it was really interesting. So there's a lot of options. There's a lot of ways to play with this thing.
The parents will love that, the scream mode. But I want to say that this is the Sphero Mini, and they want to see it up close again, if you don't mind showing it to them, Sunny. And they make a bigger one too. And I also want to say that they make lots of accessories for them. So they have little ramps that you can buy to make an obstacle course if you want, or you can make your own obstacle course. And they have competitions around the country with these, that they're now starting to do these in schools, sometimes with the minis and sometimes with the bigger ones. But for those of you who have kids that are really into robots and to STEAM, and there's how it comes packaged. Lovely. Thank you, Sunny. But if your kids are missing out, like I know my son has done robotics all through high school, and it's all sort of on hold during COVID. This is a great way to keep your kids in it, keep them active. It's a lot of the toys you'll see in the toy guide this year. We tried to get as much off of screen as possible, but some of them are about coding, and this one is about coding. And then we do want to do a little bit of screen time, but it's interactive screen time with the world. So I'm glad you liked that one, Sunny. I was hoping that you would like that one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What else you got in your arsenal? Or do you want me to show one?
Well, sure. Go ahead, take one.
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit, another Discovery Toy winner. It's a little bit loud. This is Froggy Ball, because I want to talk about for babies. So this one, our therapist recommendation winner, again from Discovery Toys. You can find them online. And what I love about this is that it's got so many different things to do. It's a great price point for a baby or a toddler. It rattles. It's got all these handles to play. It's a froggy ball. It's really cool. But my favorite thing, Sunny, are these little holes. We've learned over the years at the Center for Autism and Related Disorders that catching a ball is a very important prerequisite skill for a lot of things that come further down the line. There's a hand-eye coordination, but like everything else, if you're not good at catching a ball, you don't really get excited about doing it. It's a projectile coming at your head, and kids get afraid. So these little holes help kids to be able to grab onto it, for them to get the reinforcer of catching it, so they get better at ball skills, which helps them down the road with balance. It helps them with handwriting. It's a great skill to have. So we really love this. It does make a bit of noise, but super fabulous froggy ball from Discovery Toys. We just love the quality of their toys too, and how they're multifunctional. Okay, I did one. Now it's your turn. What you got?
Okay, well, here's an interesting one for you. This is nice. This is called Grandparent Talk. Now, I'm not a grandparent, but I can vouch that this seemed like a very interesting product. Essentially, here you go, Grandparent Talk.
There we go.
To help facilitate conversation between a grandparent and their grandchild. So basically, we have these cards here, and you can just kind of look through them, take a card out, and I believe a question is written on the card, right? For example, here, like, where did you hang out when you were a teenager? So you can find out what your grandparents were up to all the way back in the days of the war. And what have you been able to do as a result of saving money? Stuff like that. Now, obviously, there's a generational gap between the elderly and the youth. And I think that this lovely deck of cards here sets to bridge that gap.
Love it. Love it. And we actually, there's a couple of these that we gave awards to. The Grandparent Talk one, we gave the Social Skills Builder Award for school-aged kids. And then a little bit later on, we have in our caregiver, because we have gifts for caregivers, we gave the Family Talk. We think that, and there's multiple different versions of this. I have right now Family Talk #2 out. I think having a bunch of these, and I love that they come on the little key ring, and keeping them on a bowl in the dining room table is a great way, because sometimes you run out of things. Like, I don't even know what to ask my child or my teen on the autism spectrum. So they're prompts. And I'll tell you what I really love about the Grandparent Talk one. it's the Thanksgiving holiday right now. Sometimes you have family visiting. I tell you, Sunny, one of the things that was hardest for me was when Jem was going through therapy. There were, even now, you know, he's a teenager. Sometimes it's hard to get him talking. And my mother said to me, you know, it's hard to have a conversation with him, Shannon. I just don't know what else to do. And I was telling her, you know, you just got to keep trying. What I love about the grandparent talk is that you can get this and you can have your therapist or you practice asking, have your child asking some of the questions and listening for the responses and reacting. And that then it can be the door that opens the relationship to the grandparent. It's good practice. Taking out the part where you have to think of the question to ask grandparents, I think is a way to grease the skids. But it's a great, I think, social skills builder. So, and again, guess what company this is? Discovery Toys.
They've done it again.
Really cool. I mean, I love, okay, I'm just going to pick one here and then I'm going to have you answer the question. This is Family Talk 2, the second deck. Okay, how can parents best show their love for their children? So what a great topic of conversation at the table. So I'm going to ask you, Sunny, what did your parents do that made you feel loved? Put you on the spot.
Wow.
Let's start with your mom. What does your mom, or what does she do now that makes you feel loved?
Well, I think she does a lot. She's very supportive in everything I do. I know, you know, she supported me throughout this whole process of going through college and everything, and going into a field that might not necessarily result in employment or straight out. So, but she's been very supportive in that, which I think is just such a great, you know, not everyone's so lucky, and I really appreciate how much she sort of always backed whatever I wanted to do, and she never, you know, never discouraged me. She was realistic about it, you know, and she made sure I understood that, but she was also very encouraging and very loving. So I think that's one thing that she always do well.
I can tell you that she talks about you behind your back and it's all good. She says the most wonderful things about you as a person and as an artist. She has so much respect for you as an artist. It's a great thing to see. Wow. I learned lots from her about how to be with a son who wants to be a screenmaker. Hey, we want to say that Chloe is saying, go, Sunny. S Shark would like to see the marble run up close, and they want to know if there's any possibility to watch a marble go down.
You know what?
Is that a possibility?
We could probably pull it off. Yeah, I gotta find the marble.
Okay.
I could definitely.
Maybe one of your minions could help you find a marble. While they're looking, Doug, we're saying hi to Doug Oakes, who's watching. We think you're awesome, and we're so glad you're on the mend. And Amanda likes the conversation starters. And S Shark says your mom rocks, which we all agree, Sunny.
Absolutely.
And Greg Temple will be back tomorrow on the Autism Live Marathon. We're going to do a lot of the toy reviews from the last 7 years, but we're also going to be featuring some of our top interviews, which of course includes Temple Grandin. While you're marble, I'm going to show something from Fat Brain Toys. I'm a huge fan of Fat Brain Toys, and you guys, if you look in the guide, you'll see that there's a lot of toys that are available on Fat Brain. This one is for our baby and toddler category. It's our educational toy winner, and it's called Dimple Digits. Sunny, did you ever like to pop the plastic on plastic wrap?
Absolutely, I still do.
Right? It's like a really great sensory thing, and everybody sort of loves it. So this toy has these things. I don't know if you can hear the pop noise. You can pop both ways, and it's the same sensory thing as when you pop the plastic. But what's great about this is if you're wanting to build skills for a child, this has numbers 1 through 10 on it in both English and in Spanish. And then on each one of the dimple digits, it has the corresponding number of, on the Spanish side, it has the dots so that I'm getting that sensory input. I've got 2 dots here. And on this side, it has the numerical for it, and it has the text for both. So I can work on colors. I can work on a palmar grasp on this. I can roll this. You can't really see, but I can roll this and play catch with it. I can work on finger skills for popping it. Did I mention colors, numbers, and everything in Spanish? I mean, there's so many things that and it's colorful and I love it. It's going to look good in a room for years to come. So We super love this for young hands to develop those fine motor skills and to be working on all those exemplars, colors, numbers, and in English and in Spanish. Fat Brain, we love some Fat Brain, and you can find them at fatbraintoys.com. It's one of my favorite places to shop, you guys. If you're missing toy stores, don't. Go to fatbraintoys.com. Okay, did we find a marble?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So I can certainly attempt. Sorry, the camera is a bit.
That's okay. We're going to see from a little bit of a distance.
Move out of the way here and see if I can present this little. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, look at that.
That is crazy, Town.
If I can get closer. Yeah.
Okay. And so we're going to race 2?
Essentially, yes. So
okay.
You can load them up into this thing right here. You can load up a bunch of them. Unfortunately, I only have 2, but you can fit, I believe, 8 or something like that. And then you simply just allow them to roll down.
And that right there is just a speech builder, because you'll count and get them to say 3. Look at that. I can see it going down. Look at that.
There you go.
How wonderful. So which one won?
Well, it looks like it was the
as if it matters.
Yeah. Whatever color this is.
Okay.
Yeah.
We call those tiger eyes.
Yeah.
Eyes. Okay. So Parker wants to know where the list is. I want to show this to my friends on ClausNet, who are Santa Claus impersonators. And what are cards plans for Santa's visits? We'll get to that. But first, I want to tell you that the toy guide exists on autism-live.com. Right at the top, there's a little icon that says toy guide. Sometime today, it's going to switch from 2019 to 2020. I don't know what time, but it will do that at some point today. And Traven just put it into the chat so that it should appear there, so that you guys can go directly from there. Okay. Should I show another one, or have you got one you want to show?
Well, I can show one if you'd like.
Okay, go for it.
Yes, this is one called Sticker and Chill.
Yes, I love these, Sonny.
Yeah, these are.
Did you get a chance to try it at all?
Yeah, I looked through. I didn't place any stickers, but I looked through the selection, and it's very interesting. It's not your regular sticker book. Really.
So this one, the caregiver, in the caregiver category, this one, best art craft winner, Sticker and Chill. And you've got the one that's, what is your category on yours? It's like crystals and something like that. And I've got 2 of them here. I've got 3 of them here. Oh, maybe, I don't know, because here's the succulents and crystals. What one did I give you? Did I give you the travel one?
I have Wonderlust.
Wanderlust. Okay.
Wanderlust, yeah.
And I've got the flower one, and I've got a personal space one. So I love, Sonny's showing you that it gives you 10 different starter things, and then stickers that you can choose to put on it or not. Yes. I was so upset the other night, Sonny, and I sat down and I stickered. It's like color forms for adults, you guys.
There you go.
I stickered this. I loved it. You know why I love these, Sonny? Because a lot of times parents, we don't have time to do something for us, and we want to craft or we want to calm down or whatever, and we don't have time, because by the time we purchase all the things to do it and get set up to do it, the time's over. Or we do it and then we have to clean it up, and it's just such a nightmare. So I love this because there's no cleanup whatsoever. And you sit down and you're in business right away. And if you don't like it, if I decide, look, I don't want the flowers on the bicycle, I can move them anywhere, and I can take the bicycle out. I can say end of the bicycle. I can put the bicycle in the tree. I would have loved it. I would have done this with Jem. I think we would have had a good time doing this, but I did this just by myself the other day and had a really good time. Last night I was on the phone with somebody, and I had this, I don't know if you can see, it's like decorate a whole room. So, but yours, each one has a theme, and yours is Wanderlust, so it's all about traveling, right?
That's right, yes. There's a number of different pages here. Let me see if I can find another one for you. I believe their focus is sort of different cultures in each one of this one. So, and obviously, yeah, you have a nice little, a great amount of stickers, a lot of them. And
Yeah,
then,
you can't possibly use them all on the page.
no, surely not, but someone will find a way. And this right here is a nice little sort of very decorative space, if you will. They give you a lot of room to add your creativity with these stickers. So
yeah. Now I know you've got some sisters who are crafters. Do you ever craft with them?
Not particularly. I was always the least crafty individual in the family.
Somebody just said I posted something about peeling stickers and how calming it is for one of my kiddos. I so thoroughly enjoyed this. And as I was sitting there doing it, my husband, who is not a crafter at all, he was like, "What are you doing? That looks like so much fun." So let's talk a little bit about the sticker fun. This comes to us from Craftastic, which is part of the Ann Williams group. And I got to tell you, we love this company. We actually have another one of their things that was a winner too. But they are specifically about empowering women, but it's really about empowering everybody, but it's girl power. They do a lot of crafts that are to empower girls and women. But we have, over the last 2 years, we've loved a lot of their crafts for our teens, tweens, adults on the spectrum, and for caregivers on the spectrum, because they're just smart crafts. They're really cute. They give you everything that you need. Easy cleanup, easy to do. Last year, we featured their Empower poster for adults, that they got all of a canvas and all of the things to write about themselves, to empower themselves. I just love this company. I absolutely love the company. In fact, you have another one of their winners there with you, Sunny, the mini terrariums. Do you want to show that real quick?
Sure, yeah, let's take a look at that. This is a really fun one here. The mini terrariums. So essentially, they provide you with I'll see if I can take them out, the supplies to construct your own mini terrarium, which ultimately, they're going to look like these. They don't look like that now, but you can construct them however you like. You can make them into, whatever you prefer. But what I like about this one is that it's a very sort of family-wide kind of decoration. Like this, you could put this in any room, you know what I mean? Like this is the kind of thing that every house would appreciate. It's a decoration that can stay around, super nice looking, a little clean, decor. The kind of thing that you can put together and look at it for years.
Yeah, and that won our adult category, best art craft, because many of you have written into us and said, now with, oh look, so there's some of the crafting supplies. Yeah. I love it. You show me a craft supply and I'm like, squirrel. Yeah. But many of you have written in and said, I don't know what to do because my teen or my tween or my kiddo or my adult child, we don't have the programs that we normally have during COVID. So we tried to give you things that would be easy to do. It's sort of all self-contained. Sit down on a rainy or a snowy afternoon and you can work on it together. And while you're working on it, you're building all kinds of skills, hand skills, motor skills, sharing skills, but you also have something when you're done. There's that pride that really can't be overstated, I think. So in that vein, we have from Gridley Games, we have a bunch of Just Add crafts. And these are our best craft winner for teen tweens. And they make them in lots of different things. So this is Just Add eggs. And there's 16 different activities, and some of them are STEM lessons included in here, but they're craft activities, and everything you would need to do the different activities is encased in this really cool thing, and all you have to have is eggs. So they try to, and there's one, let me see if I can reach them. So there's one that's Just Add sun, and you can make photo things. This one I love, which is Just Add milk. And Sunny, did you ever do the experiment as a kid where you take milk and you put food coloring and soap in it? Sure, and then the colors dance and they make, so you can do that with this, but each one has tons of other things. This one is Just Add glue, just regular, craft glue. And this one is Just Add sugar. So they're assuming that you have milk and eggs and glue and sugar in your house and that everybody has the sun, but then they make all these great crafts that you can do with it. And what I love is that it has a guide that it tells the parent, here's what you need to know, here's how you have to set it up, here's what to ask your child while they're doing it. Like, I didn't know when you're doing the milk thing that you're supposed to ask about polymers and tell them about polymers. I didn't know that. But these tell you. So I absolutely love those. Each one of those is a great thing for one afternoon of activity. Wonderful. What else have you got, Sonny?
Well, let's take a look. Oh, this is a fun one right here. This is called Hey Clay.
Oh, I love this one.
Hey Clay.
Yeah.
This one's really cool. I just love the design of this one. It's so clean and aesthetically pleasing, if you will. But essentially, what this is it is a clay. It's a selection of clay that kind of is accommodated by an app that you can get on your phone or tablet, where you can essentially get interactive guides to sculpt certain things that they provide you with here. So you start. I mean, what's inside here is really just basic clay of different colors. But when you get the app, they give you sort of a 3D model look at whatever you'd like to sculpt. And you know, by being able to see it from all angles, you're essentially able to create a very nice looking creation like some of these right here.
And this one is the bug, the Hey Clay bug version, but they make them in several different things. Like, I think there's a dinosaur, and there might be a Hey Clay flower.
Yes,
These are
right.
also from
Here.
Fat Brain Toys. But I gotta say that one of my favorite things about this, I mean, I love the app, but I love that this clay is gluten-free, non-toxic, and it's really, really soft. It's like, so it doesn't get stiff like other clays, so that it's really got that whole thing. And somebody says claymation in the making. Yes, you can take it and do whatever you want. But we have a little guy that's our family adjacent who loves bugs, you know, and look at all these fun bugs that you can make. It's, yes, they're saying for movies later, like Gumby Creative. I want to tell you that we have two different things in the toy guide. We're not featuring them today, but that are about making movies for kids, because we want them, if they're going to use the screen time, to do it. But we love that one, Best Art and Craft winner for kids. Again, Fat Brain Toys, because we love us some Fat Brain Toys. Okay, so what else you got there, Sonny?
Okay, let's take a look at this guy right here. I mean, this is a lot to process right here. Yeah, this is from a company. It used to be called Neonate Babies.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, in particular, this one is called Nurly. And so essentially, oh, you have one there. Oh, there you go.
I do too.
Yeah.
I love these, Sonny. It's a lot to process. You're right, because there's a lot in this little toy, but I absolutely love these. So, did you ever have an action figure or something that you liked when you were a kid?
Sure, absolutely.
What was it, and why did you like it?
I was a big stuffed animal guy.
Okay.
I had a nice, I had a little white mouse that I loved. His name was Snowflake. And I took care of him for several years, and he's still in my room now. So that's an eternal love right there, and that's the kind of thing that only something like this can provide.
But why do you think you loved Snowflake so much? What was it about Snowflake?
I think it's just, you know, it's like company for you at all times. You know, you always have someone to share life's moments with in many ways.
Yes. Well, this toy won our social skills builder, so I'm glad that you talked about sharing. And this one for our preschool category. And we have been in love with Nurly babies, neonate babies, for a little while. The company that makes these is actually it's called Destroyer. Now, why a company named Destroyer would make such cute babies is beyond me. But there's a whole myth that comes with the neonate babies, the Nurly babies. They're supposedly aliens that have landed here and that they need to be adopted and taken care of. And when they come in their incubator, and they have this umbilical cord, and they have little, you can't probably see here, but they have little vitamins that come with them. And they have this little tablet that has to be fed to them. So there are so many things. And this whole box that they come with I don't know if you can tell, this box is its home for a little while. So you don't want to rip open the box and throw away the box. But there's a little drawer here that pulls out that's for his accessories and things. And these babies all have names. And one of our favorite things about them is that they're weighted. So they have a weight to them. It's not like a cheap plastic toy that this feels like a baby. Everybody that we've given one of these to hold has gone gazanga over them. And I've never been in a room with a child that didn't want to pick it up and hold it and take it with them everywhere. And we gave this the social skills builder because it is a relationship, exactly what you were talking about, Sunny, that you build a relationship with this toy and you have to take care of it. I don't know if you can see that it's got its food here. It's a very complex toy, and a child doesn't have to play with all the different things, but if we can get a child to start to take care of the baby and think about the baby, we're building some social skills in a very safe way, because the Nurly baby is not going to reject them. I love the little I mean, I'm a grown woman and I want to feed this baby.
Yeah.
It's not rational.
No, it's interesting how the little Easter eggs it kind of comes with it. Apparently, after 2 weeks, you may remove the baby's tooth and begin feeding. So there you go. There's a little tooth that you can take out.
Little tooth.
Yeah, and then you give it this this lacto mix, a milk substitute. This is what they say, a milk substitute.
There we go.
Into the diet. I mean, and there's just a bunch of little things like that, where it's little tiny things that you kind of can enjoy if you like or not. I mean, it's all optional. It's just whatever you want to do with it, really. But I just love how many options they provide you with.
Yeah. And they come in bigger versions too. These are the little neonate babies, but they come in bigger versions. But I like these for the little kids because they can take them with them anywhere. And I love the responsibilities that it comes with. That it's almost like when you used to have to take care of those pets on your what do they call those? Did you ever have one of those that's a little pet that you took care of on a watch?
Yeah.
But on that, you could kill the pet. Nothing is going to happen that they kill, and I like that better. But we absolutely love this company. They have been so supportive of autism and the autism community. Destroyer has been absolutely above and beyond. And we just think that they're really super clever. Even my husband went crazy over, there's a little umbilical cord on the baby, and he just thought the cutest thing. And let me just tell you, these are now collector items. They're like a baby will become available, and then there are only a limited number of them. So they become collector items, and there are so many accessories. And I love that because as an aunt, sometimes, you want to get a toy and you say to the parent, what are they into? And when they say, oh, they're into Nurly babies, you can go in and buy all the little, diapers, and you don't have to break your bank. You can buy all the accessories. It's really wonderful. So we love the neonate babies social skills builder for our preschool kids, and they've got a weight to them. They're super, super duper awesome. Okay, let me show you, because I got this big thing here, Sunny. It's like this monstrosity. But this is super cool. So have you been a little bit bored in COVID?
Well, absolutely, yes.
And have you needed to get a little bit more physical exercise?
Most certainly, yeah.
Okay. So there's a company that's called edX Education, and they make great toys for great kids. And a lot of times that people, preschools will buy their toys, but I was looking, because one of the big recommendations we've been giving over and over on the show is to make an obstacle course in your house so that your kids have a way to be getting their yayas out and, building physical skills. So this thing is called Step-A-Log. I'm showing you in its put away form, but what it is are these steps that are connected to each other by rope. I need a wide angle camera for this. So let me put this down a little bit. So I can put these all over the house, and they become ramps, and they're tilted. So I don't know if you can see that it, so they got to walk up this ramp, and it's connected by a rope to the next one. Hello, Dr. Grampuchet.
Hello.
I'm just showing this fun toy here with Sunny. Are you coming in and joining us now?
I will join.
So
yes.
They're all connected by ropes to each other. So I basically throw it on the floor and ask the kids to make some configuration out of this. And I have a built-in obstacle course. And then what I also love about it is when I'm done playing with it, it stacks up and it goes in the corner. We absolutely love this. Is edX, and this one our motor play for preschool, so that you can look at all these smiling happy faces. So everybody introduce yourselves while I get out my next toy.
I'm Doreen.
Dr. Granpichet, as everybody here on the show knows, but for those who haven't forgotten, who are your daughters? Let them introduce themselves.
I'm Charlie. I'm Doreen's youngest. I'm Nikki. I'm the oldest.
Look at this beautiful family picture. And I've been fortunate enough to have both of the young ladies be interns, which is, it's shocking to me because you're both off doing wonderful things with your life. And I didn't get, I begged, but I didn't get Sonny to come and intern with me because he was too busy making movies. But I got to at least, work on a project with you. And now I got you. So you guys are lovely. So I just want to say the edX company, they're saying, wow, they're twins. You guys do look like you all look like each other. But Nikki and Charlie, you do look like the blonde and the brunette version of yourselves. You guys look very, I never noticed before how much you guys look alike.
Yeah, we
so
hear it a lot. Really?
do you hear it a lot?
Yeah, sometimes.
I never ever noticed it before, but you really look that way now. It's so good to see you guys. All right, I'm gonna have you guys play a game with me here in just a second, but I also want to say, if you don't want to do the obstacle course with it connected, they also sent me this, which, so the other one is called, this one is the Step-A-Log. So they sent me Step-A-Trail. So this has 3 logs that I can throw anywhere in the house, but then I also have this other part of it too. And they stack up really nicely, which is not evident by the way I'm showing it. But look, so this looks like 3 bowls, but what it is, it's 3 tree stumps that are different colors. So I can take the 3 logs and the 3 tree stumps, and I can throw them all over my house, and I can say, the floor is lava. Don't anybody step on the floor. And now I've got an interesting afternoon with the kids, and I'm learning colors. Can you step on the one that has yellow lines, or can you step on the one that's green on the trunk, right? And I can get the kids moving, which Dr. Granpichet can say, sometimes that's what we got to do, right? Make it fun.
Right. Keep them busy. Shannon, we also have this very cool toy.
Oh, can we please talk about that?
That's right. Yes, we have a nice selection of instruments here that come together in a nice little pack. Surely the loudest of all the toys we've looked at today, but that one. Yeah.
And so this toy is called My Little Orchestra, and it's from Show and Hut. Great toy company that makes great wooden musical instruments. So you guys gonna play a song for us?
Yeah, this one is super nice. It's wooden. I love this. It's like really high quality equipment, and it's wooden. So that's the
they're all really good quality. That's what I was gonna say as well.
Yeah, we love Show and Hut, and it's called My Little Orchestra. Okay, what are you guys gonna play? Now this has to rival when Jimmy Fallon has guests on and they do the whole thing with the Roots. So what are you gonna play?
We're gonna do hot cross buns.
Ready? Go. Yay! Well done.
I love it. I think that should be the Autism Live Christmas card right there.
Yeah.
Right? Wonderful. Now, if we hit all of your toys, no, you've got one more. You've got a game.
That's right. And this is one of my favorites. I gotta say, this might be if I'm ranking them, I would say it's maybe number 3 after the marble robot.
So show us. I'm glad you like this one because I like this one too.
Yes. So this one is called the Cornered Challenge. And it is a perplexing game of perception, as you can see. Essentially, the way this works is, I'll try to explain it as best I can. There's 2 ways to play it. One with animals and one with colors. I prefer the colors personally. I think animals were a bit harder, but that's just me. It's different for everyone. And essentially, every player receives some of these tiles here, and everyone flips them over at the same time. And then you have to find the one spot on the board where your tile fits into the color arrangement or animal arrangement of that board. So as you can see right here, there's a tile on top of that where there's an orange, a yellow, a green, and a blue in that exact order, and it fits on that spot. And what's really cool about this is that there's only one spot on every board where any individual tile will fit. There's not multiple locations. So you have to find that one location that works for yours in order to essentially in order to win. You need to place all of your tiles, and the first person to place all of their tiles wins the game.
I love this. Did you guys get a chance to play this yet?
Yes, I haven't played with them, but I played with a friend of mine, and we had a great time.
What I love about this is that a lot of times our kiddos on the spectrum are particularly good at it. I don't know what it is visually. There's a thing that a lot of them are awesome at it. Like my kid can kick all of our keisters at this.
Yeah.
Like he's so fast, it hurts my head.
There's actually in the IQ test, the Wechsler, there's a section called block design, and all of our kids are just amazing at block design, and they go so far above like my capability. When I'm testing kids, it's incredible how good they are at this.
It's so much fun to watch them, and they've seen this. The toy company is Endless Games, and we love Endless Games. They've been such a supporter of Autism Live for so long, and we just think that they're awesome. And by the way, this is, I believe this is one of the games that you can get 50% off at Target starting this week. They have a lot of Endless Games that are during Black Friday, so check it out. I don't want to say I'm positive, but I'm pretty sure it's one of the games that you can get. I know my next one is 50% off. But that cornered the challenge. We used to, years ago, it was one of our first games that we featured on the guide was Cornered. And now it's like Cornered on steroids with the challenge. That's our school age board game, card and board game winner with Endless Games. But now I'm gonna have you guys, if you'll play along with me, I want you guys to play this other game, which this one in our adult category, I believe. Do I have it on here? I do. Yeah, in the adult category for a speech builder winner, and it's the game Say Anything. On sale, Black Friday, 50% off. I think it's on sale now. Also, Endless Games. So we're going to play a version of this online. Normally, when you're playing this, everybody gets a little dry erase board, and you would write down your answers on these cool things with these dry erase markers. But I'm just going to ask you guys to think what your question. I'm going to ask you a question, and then you have to tell me what the best is. And again, great way to build conversation here. Oh, that's probably a good one. I don't know if it's okay for us to ask. Tell me if this is putting you on the spot too much. Who's the most annoying celebrity?
Oh.
Or should we ask something that's more PC?
I just want to, if I say it, then I'm afraid I might offend someone,
right,
the viewer.
So let's not do that. Okay, we can't do that one either. A lot of these are like funny. Okay, this one, well, all right. The next one was, what's the most famous person that should never be allowed to rap?
Wow, interesting.
Do you think we would offend somebody if we did that?
No, like I would say Martha Stewart.
That's not bad.
Martha Stewart should not be allowed to rap.
This is
like really good.
Actually be good at it.
Okay.
She's so good at everything.
Yeah, well, and she's friends with Snoop Dogg. He could teach her, right? Okay, well, that was your guess. Okay, so Charlie, who do you guess? Who's the worst celebrity that should not be allowed to rap? They might be a good person. We might love them, but they shouldn't rap.
I would say, I guess just Obama.
Oh my God!
I bet he could rap great. Yeah. Okay, but that's your guess. Okay, so Nikki, who would you pick? Who's the?
I think Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, good guess. Okay, Sonny, bring it home for us. Who's?
Mine's a bit more obscure. I'm going to say Randy Quaid.
Why Randy Quaid?
Yeah. Well, he has no business rapping.
That's absolutely.
Leave that to Dan Quaid.
And I'm going to say the woman from that Tiger show this summer.
Oh my God.
I don't need to hear her rap. Okay, this is a good, fun question. Now, if we were playing the game, you would all have written it down on your little boards, and then I would be the judge, and I would secretly pick which one I thought the best, and you guys would then, this is perspective taking, right? You guys would try to figure out which one I chose as the best. So we can do that. Of all the ones that you guys said, which one do you think I'm going to say is the best? What, you know me, so which one?
Sunny's.
I thought Arnold.
It's got to be Randy.
Say Arnold.
It's got to be
Arnold
Randy.
was a good choice.
Why do you think I was going to say Sunny, Nikki?
Because I think that you love Sunny's humor, as do I.
And you would be correct that his made me laugh the hardest because it was so unexpected. Okay, I like this one. What's the best animated TV show of all time?
Oh.
Well, time.
Animated TV show of all time.
Wow. Well, I'm a bit biased, but I was always a big SpongeBob fan.
I was going to say SpongeBob as well.
SpongeBob is amazing.
I mean, you also gotta give some love to the Simpsons for their longevity.
Yeah.
I'm going to be bold. I'm going to be bold and say Midnight Gospel. Anyone? Anyone? It's new. It's on Netflix.
I have no idea.
Highly
Really?
recommend. Yes.
Okay, I might have to watch that. And of course, Traven has said yes to that. Traven said you've got it exactly right. So, Dr. Granby, what did you pick?
Family Guy, I think. Is that classified as anime? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Family Guy.
Now, see, I'm shocked. I expected you to say F is for Family because that's co-written by Bill Burr.
Oh, I actually don't even know that.
Yeah.
It's the two writers of F is for Family are Bill Burr and I just had his name in my head, Michael Price. Michael Price, who writes for The Simpsons and has been on the show because he's an autism dad. So there you have it. So you need to check out F is for Family. I think it's way too not PC for me. Like I think I'm like this the whole time, but I think you would love it. Okay, when's a bad time to break out into song?
Well, at a funeral.
Okay.
Certainly, unless it's a nice, respectful song of the dead person's choice.
Okay. Who else wants to have a guess?
Maybe on a plane.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's very good.
Nikki, you got one?
While you're at the dentist.
While you're at the dentist, that's a very bad time.
How about if you are the dentist?
Yeah.
Now see my answer, which is not a very PG-13, but mine would be during a pap smear.
Oh, great. Thank you.
That's what I would have said. Okay. If you could have a private concert featuring anyone, who would it be?
Oh, that's easy. Genesis.
Okay. Who?
Genesis.
If you could only get one of them, is there one of the Genesis guys?
It would have to be Phil Collins.
Okay. Okay. What about everybody else? What would be the thing?
I mean, like
private concert.
Oh, the Beatles.
What's that?
I said the Beatles. If it can be anyone,
It can be anyone. I love that. And if it could only be one of the Beatles, living or not.
Paul.
Yeah, I suppose Paul.
Paul all the way.
Yeah.
Paul is great.
Paul all the way. Okay.
Yeah. I would also
Sunny?
choose Paul. I'll choose Paul, but for the interest of choosing another one, I'd say Billy Joel.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, Charlie.
Well, I was also going to choose Paul, but I'm wearing an Elvis shirt right now, so
Elvis.
I'll go for
That's
Elvis.
A great choice.
Okay, can I tell you who mine would be? But I've already had it, so I can't wish James Taylor. And I've been privately serenaded by James Taylor once in my life, and all I did was cry. I couldn't contain myself. I was a nut job. And he probably just thought she's a whack-a-noodle, but what can you do? Great moment in Shannon history. Who's a movie character? This will be the last one because we're about out of time. Who's a movie character that you wouldn't want to be?
Movie character that you would not want to be.
I'm going to say Scarface.
Oh, that's
There you
good.
go, yeah.
I'd say the Hunchback.
Okay.
That's because I feel like one right now.
That's what made you think of it. Who else?
As great as he is, Skywalker, you'd have to get your arm cut off, and that doesn't sound very fun.
Oh, yeah.
That does not sound like fun.
Right.
Ladies,
Yeah, I mean, going off of that, I would probably say like Darth Vader.
Okay. Great choice.
I think I would just go with the creature in Frankenstein.
Ooh. All good answers. So this game is called Say Anything, and you can see what a conversation builder it is. And when you do the part where you're voting about which one do you think the judge picked, it's that much more fun. We had a good time playing this last night. And my husband kicked all of our keisters, which was unexpected. But he always has the funniest answers to all of these things. It's really, and there is, what I also love about it, there's no wrong answer. Somebody could say something really out there and it's not a wrong answer. It's sometimes more fun when it's really out there. So again, it won in our adult category for adults on the spectrum, and it won the best speech builder as a way of, creating conversation. So we're out of time here, but I just have to stop for a second and thank all of you for playing. This was great fun. It was less mayhem than I thought it was going to be. I think maybe just the right amount of mayhem. And especially want to thank Sonny for all the great research that he did and for playing. But I just want to say that it's Thanksgiving week. This is our last live show before Thanksgiving and before the marathon starts to play. And so this is a great time to say things that we're thankful for. And I'm looking at this picture. I am grateful for all 4 of you. You've all added something unique and wonderful to my life. And I'm so glad that I've gotten to know each and every one of you in your own right, and to see what amazing people you are. You're an amazing configuration of a family. So thank you. I'm really grateful.
We all feel that way about you as well. We love you very much, and thank you so much. And I wish you a happy Thanksgiving and all of our viewers.
And I'd just like to say that I know I can't compete with Temple Grandin, but it's been a pleasure, and I'm happy to return to the show whenever you need me.
Oh, well now. All right then. And I promised everybody that if we got to the end of the show, if you stuck around, I would tell you which toys in the toy guide Temple Grandin especially loved. She was the one who recommended Monopoly Classic and Scrabble Classic. And we are also featuring her book, Calling All Minds, in the toy guide as well as Dr. Granpeeshay's book is in there as well. So evidence-based treatment for children with autism spectrum, the card model. So check out the toy guide live sometime today at autism-live.com. Click the toy guide. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. You'll have the opportunity starting tomorrow morning, Autism Live Marathon all weekend long, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then we'll be back on Monday. Till then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye, you guys. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to the Festival of Toys here at Autism Live, now on the Autism Network. We have a lot of toys to show you, and for the first time, I have Dr. Doreen joining me.
Such a pleasure.
But we have as well to preview just some of the amazing toys that we have featured for you. You're going to see that we've done this sort of by section, by age, but the truth of the matter is that a lot of the toys could work in a lot of different categories.
That's right.
So you really should look at the whole thing. There are 2 different ways to look at the toy guide this year. Go to autismnetwork.com, or you can go to autism-live.com. Toy guide is available as a place to click at the very top of both of those pages. While you're there, make sure that you check out Ask Dr. Doreen, and don't forget to watch Ask Dr. Doreen on TikTok. We're so excited to give you just a taste of some of the toys and gifts that have won for our baby and toddler category. So starting off, we have our Boredom Buster Award, and that went to Sunny's toy. It's the Dimple Duo from Fat Brain Toys.
Yes, this is the Dimple Duo. Essentially, it is a popper, I suppose you can call it, where you have these great shapes. You have a circle, triangle, square, rectangle, diamond, and oval. And I mean, very simply, you can pop it to your heart's content. And you can do it as much as you'd like. I kind of think of it as like bubble wrap that never stops working.
So next up, we have our Speech Builder Toy Award, and Dr. Grant Pichet and Nikki are going to talk to us about this great toy from Leapfrog.
So this is the Speak and Learn puppy. It has lots of different features.
Hi, my name is Bailey. I'm glad to see you.
So what's this one here?
Yeah, so it has different, on its different paws, it has different games that it engages in. So one of them, I think this one, it tells you to say a word, and then when you say the word back, it includes that audio of you saying the word in a story that it tells you.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Here we go, let's try.
Make a nervous sound.
Ooh!
Yesterday, I was feeling nervous. Do you ever feel nervous?
It's so far my favorite toy, I'll have to say that.
But then moving on, you know, it's very hard to find an arts and craft winner for babies and toddlers, but we so loved Charlie's choice here. Tell us a little bit about this arts and craft toy winner from Mud Puppy.
Yes, this is the Color the Ocean Color Magic Bath Book. And basically what you do is these colors for every animal reacts to water. And so then once water gets on it, it'll start to get colored. And so you can either dunk it underwater or use your finger and like color in with it. But it's a fully waterproof book, which is super easy. Like it's not messy at all. And it's super fun.
These are just some of the toys. Check out our toy guide. Go to autismnetwork.com, click the toy guide, and then you'll see all the different categories. Make sure you check out all the categories because there's something for everyone. Welcome to the Festival of Toys here at Autism Live, now on the Autism Network. We have a lot of toys to show you, and for the first time, I have Dr. Doreen Grant-Pichet joining me.
Such a pleasure.
But we have some other guests joining us as well to preview just some of the amazing toys featured for you. It's time to talk about our preschool toy winners, and I love the things that this company makes. This is from Smart Felt Toys. It is the My Little Zoo, and this one, the Speech Builder Toy Award.
It has these felt pieces, right? You have all the different animals, of course, and so the child's learning about the animals. You can teach them the colors, prepositions. I mean, there's so many different things that you can teach. I really like it. I think you can do a lot with it, and I'm not surprised that it's designed by a speech pathologist.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Absolutely love it. And if you're not like Dr. Doreen Grant-Pichet and someone who knows all these things about how to teach all those different exemplars to kids, it comes with a wonderful guide and tells you, you know, you can do this next and you can do this next. So another quality toy from Smart Felt Toys. We
Very
love
nice. Very nice.
So Charlie, you've got our top toy in the preschool category. This is from Destroyer. It's the Baby Nurly Take It Easy.
Yeah, so basically it's focused on introducing different relaxation methods, I think. So it comes like this. It's like a little ball and there's this doll inside, and you can only let the doll out once you're fully relaxed. So it tells you to practice breathing techniques. It has meditation exercises on the back. Coloring exercises, very therapeutic.
Baby Nurly, we love our baby Nurlies. Sunny, talk to us first of all about this lovely winner of our Employment Empowerment Award in the Play School, our lovely kitchen here.
Yeah, so it might be hard to tell, but this is in fact a kitchen chair that we have converted very easily into a lovely little stove set. And essentially you can very conveniently set up this thing, put it away when your kids are done.
But also you need pretend food. And what I love is pop-over pretend food. These are made of wonderful corduroy fabric. They're soft, plushy, and they're weighted with sand.
Yeah, they're great. They really feel fantastic.
Think of all the things that kids can do with these, all the things that they can learn playing pretend, which is a really good thing to do. So our next toy is our educational toy winner in the preschool category.
So this is Mr. Pencil's ABC backpack. It is really incredible. It has all these different letters, and then it has a bunch of different features that helps you learn about different letters and how to write them. So, you know, you can press one of these buttons up here, and it basically walks you through how to write the letter with this little pencil over here. And then one of the features that I actually love is that it also shows you a demonstration of how to draw an animal starting with each letter that incorporates the letter into the animal itself. So for example, if you click on H, it shows you a horse that has an H in it and then shows you how to draw that, so it can help kids remember what the letter looks like and how the word incorporates that letter as well.
I love that.
Really great.
Welcome to the Festival of Toys here at Autism Live, now on the Autism Network. We have a lot of toys to show you, and for the first time, I have Dr. Doreen Grampiche joining me.
Such a pleasure.
But we have some other guests joining us as well to preview just some of the amazing toys that we have featured for you. So it's time to talk about our school-age winners for the toy guide. This is our top toy winner. It's the Ultra Dash, and it comes with these funky bases in this wand. There are so many different games that you can play. Basically, you take these bases and you can hide them, or you can just put them around the room, and then you, depending on which game you program it that you want to play, you have to run around the room and either find the matching base, like it might say find the blue one, and now I've got to find where the blue one is and stick it in the base before the time runs out. Ultra Dash, it's from Play Monster. They make a bunch of really cool toys. So our Boredom Buster are these wonderful surprise balls.
You can make your own little surprise ball. You can choose your different designs. And yeah, you can make a charm bracelet, a backpack charm, and then you write a little note to your friend, and they open the surprise ball, and inside comes out all those things that you made, and it's super fun, and you can make it so it's like you're making it custom for that person, which I think is very cute.
All right, I love this next toy. It looks very simple, but this is a great speech building toy for school-aged kids. It's called Gib Gab. Comes to us from Fat Brain Toys, who we love. And it's very simple. It does require some batteries, but it's a button that turns on. You've got two buttons, and these buttons light up. Now we're gonna play a game. And you can pick any category that you want. Let's start with something easy so we can demonstrate. So let's pick animals.
Dog.
Cat.
Lion.
Elephant.
Tiger. So like just if I keep going, then I win.
Yay! But you know what else I love about it too is that it makes it okay to fail.
Oh yeah.
That sometimes none of us can come up with a word, right?
So
and for our kids to see that and understand that, oh, that's nothing to feel bad about. You know, that everybody is that way. I think it's super fun. So Gib Gab, do we want to do one more category?
No, we're good.
Here we are with our educational toy winner for the school age. This is the Math Wizard. There's a whole line of Math Wizards, but this is Secrets of the Dragon.
I've got the guidebook here. This is what comes inside. This is the sort of, I guess the instruction manual would be the best thing to call it. Basically everything here is designed to teach some kind of math, different kinds of math. Loaded onto the app here are a bunch of different games that you can explore.
What happens is that there's a reflector here. If you know Osmo, eventually you put the book down in front of, so you're sitting in front of the iPad with the book down, and it makes the book come alive on your iPad, and you interact with the book with the iPad, and magic happens. This book is called Balloons, and it's written by Rainbow Mosho, and she is a 13-year-old girl on the spectrum who has written, this is her third book, but this book is about OCD and her experience with OCD and what it's like for people to have OCD, and that there are different balloons over your head that are the thoughts that follow you in different places. And isn't this a lovely, and she did all the illustrations, but to hear it directly from a 13-year-old on the spectrum.
Absolutely, and OCD, of course, is obsessive compulsive disorder. And for someone who's just 13, to be able to write about it and express what it feels like is tremendous.
Really special book. We're so proud to have this in our toy guide this year. Welcome to the Festival of Toys here at Autism Live, now on the Autism Network. We have a lot of toys to show you, and for the first time, I have Dr. Doreen Grampiche joining.
Such a pleasure.
But we have some other guests joining us as well to preview just some of the amazing toys that we have featured for you. Gutter Games has come out with this really fun game. It's called Beat That. It comes with a bunch of supplies in the box to play crazy games. So the challenge for this one, and Char has agreed to take the challenge. The challenge is that she is going to take these 2 cups, put them on her hands, and she is going to stack these 4 dice into a stack. You would say, beat that.
Beat that.
And one of us would try to see if we could do it faster.
I don't think I could.
I don't think I could either. I'm willing to say I can't do that. But so there are tons of games. This is really fun for the whole family and a wonderful way to build social skills, because I think a lot of times people want to work on social skills by sitting and talking. How awkward is that? Instead, let's do something and have the social experience happen while it's happening. So beat that. Gutter Games.
All right, this is Bop It. It is the oldie but goodie award winner, and you can see why, because Bop It, if you aren't familiar with it, it is an eternal classic. Let's try it again.
I score 2.
I scored 2. So.
Bop it. Twist it. Pull it. Yeah. Hello. Score 2.
I tied the high score though, so that's something to note.
Yeah, this is from Hasbro Gaming, and they have always made fun games, so this is awesome. It'll be a lot of fun to play.
I'm going to sleep.
And he's going to sleep, and so we'll say farewell.
So Nikki is holding our Teen Tween Craft winner.
So this is a scratch and sticker journal. I would have absolutely loved this as a teen.
I still would love
probably
it.
would
Yeah,
now.
I still would love it.
It has all these fun little stickers that come with it. Wow, I love these so much. And there are different kind of activities on each of these pages. So some of them actually have little scratch off sections. So this is my future self categories. So like future job, and you scratch off one of them to see which one you have. This is like a little, you scratch off some letters to find like the first 3 words that describe you. But then they also have lots of sections where you can draw your own things. It's just a lot of fun. I would really love this as a craft.
This is from Go Chuckle, Hasty Baker. So if I have an ingredient that goes, like I need butter to make my blueberry pie, but there are also cards that you can play that mess other people up.
Oh.
But you can play a spoiled ingredient, and so I could say this said spoiled ingredient. I could go, oh, sorry, I'm sorry, your frosting is spoiled, and now you have to go get it. But the key is that once you get all your ingredients, you have won your recipe card, and you have to win 5 recipe cards before you win.
Oh, okay.
Okay. One of the hottest toys out this year is Shashibo, and this has won the Top Toy Award in our Teen and Tween category. The ladies are playing with them right here. They come in all different shapes and different designs on them. And basically it's like a Rubik's Cube, but the more you play with it, the more you find the things that it can do.
It's a lot of fun. It's really so satisfying to just see the different patterns and to kind of move them around, and more patterns are revealed. Like I didn't even know that this part was one of the patterns in here, so it's very fun.
Super cool. Welcome to the Festival of Toys here at Autism Live, now on the Autism Network. We have a lot of toys to show you, and for the first time, I have Dr. Doreen Grampiche joining me.
Such a pleasure.
But we have some other guests joining us as well to preview just some of the amazing toys that we have featured for you. So Nikki, people tell me all the time that they think that buying gifts for adults on the spectrum is a hard thing to figure out. I don't understand this at all.
So this one is the Hogwarts clock tower that we have right here.
I love a good puzzle, always, but sometimes it's got to be a topic puzzle to pull certain people to the table, and gotta love the Hogwarts stuff, gotta love the Harry Potter stuff, although Rebbit makes a whole bunch of different kinds of puzzles, but it makes this beautiful artifact that you can keep together or put it together many times. Love Rebbit 3D puzzles. So we have two amazing winners here. This is our book award for adults. Everybody's talking about this. We're Not Broken by Eric Garcia. What a great gift to give to an adult that's on the spectrum as an empowering moment, to have them to read for themselves and then gift to the person in their life that they would like most to understand them. This is written by Eric, who is a self-advocate, and it is a beautiful, beautiful book, and really a must read for anyone who is on the spectrum or loves somebody on the spectrum. So great. And then you've got our STEM winner.
Yeah, this is the Architect's Drawing Kit, which teaches you to draw your home in 3D. This book is tremendous. It actually has these sort of tracing papers that teaches you, first of all, how to do this, because the back of every sheet is graph paper, right? And then towards the back, you just have a lot of the trace paper and graph paper so that you can put your own home. But you have to kind of go through these steps and learn how to do it. I absolutely love it. I think it's a wonderful gift for an adult.
I think it was Colonel Mustard in the ballroom with the candlestick.
This is our card and board game winner for adults. And it is the retro 1984 version of Clue. And this is a great fan favorite. It's a great way to spend some time with friends and guests and try to learn logic, how to eliminate certain suspects and certain weapons in certain rooms. But a wonderful, fun social game, a great stress reliever. We think that it's really remarkable. People ask me all the time, what are great gifts to give caregivers, people who are parents or aunts or uncles, whoever is taking care of individuals who are on the spectrum. And, you know, a lot of times I say gift cards.
Absolutely.
Whether it's a gas gift card or our top toy this year for caregivers in the guide is an Amazon gift card. Because what can't you buy on Amazon? It's
truly,
right? So one of our other gifts on the Caregiver Gift Guide is a Calm gift certificate. That one was recommended to us by therapists.
That's so nice. It's a wonderful app, Calm. Yeah.
You're the person who turned me on to it.
Yeah, it's really good. It has a lot of options and it's very nice for like trying to get you. I use it when I want to go to sleep. It has a lot of activities and it helps you kind of, you know, calm yourself down and meditate and fall asleep. It's really nice.
Another gift card that we have is a Shutterfly gift card.
I love that. You can also make calendars with Shutterfly.
Yeah.
All sorts of things. And they just take your photos and make them. So that's really nice. Giving someone a gift card for Shutterfly. I love that.
So I recommend a Spotify gift card.
Absolutely. I don't think our entire family, we would not survive without Spotify.
So our toy guide to see more gifts for caregivers, but those are just some of my favorites. Hi, I'm Shannon Penrod from Autism Live and the Autism Network. And right now I'm so excited because it's the Festival of Toys time. This is the time of year when we showcase toys in our Autism Live Toy and Gift Guide. This year it's the 2022 edition. And you can find that right now on the Autism Network. Go to autismnetwork.com, and at the top you'll see that there's a little button that says Toy Guide. You can click on that and see all the different categories that we have. We have a baby and toddler category, we have a preschool category, a school age category, we have a teen tween category, an adult category, and a caregiver category. So there are toys and gifts within each of those areas that are different award winners. And right now I showcase some of the award winners from our preschool section. I love this area of toys because they're fun, they're interactive, they're often really visually beautiful. I sort of feel like when we get it right in this category with the skills and build the skills from this category, we're really setting the child up for success in school and probably throughout their life. So this is an important category and they're super fun, as they should be. So let's kick this off, right? One of my faves this year, Leapfrog toy, and you'll see that in this category, Leapfrog figures very largely because they're very good in this category. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. And this little guy is the creme de la creme. He is actually the winner of our Speech Builder Award in the preschool category because he makes it so interactive. He's plush, he's soft, you can take him with him anywhere, and he's got little buttons on different spots of his body that do different things. I'm going to turn him on for a second, but then, you know, you're not going to me anymore. His name is Scout. And he's adorable. He's absolutely adorable. And there's so many different ways that he interacts. He can play music. You can actually program things that your child likes, and you can program your child's name into this toy, which is absolutely amazing. He prompts the child and says things like, give me a hug. There are these touch points that are on him. Yes, and he encourages you to touch his paws and interact with him, but you can add a friend and each of you touch the paws and he can recognize that you've got a friend that's there as well. He's so sweet and so interactive, and you can learn so many things with him. So we absolutely love him. This is my little pal Scout. I'm never going to get him to turn off, but he does have a cord that comes with him that you can plug into the computer. You can download different things. You can, as I said, program in your child's name. You can program in some of their favorite things for him to interact with them about. So he's so interactive, personal interactive, and he's just delightful. I will tell you that all the dogs love him too. So if you have a dog, you're going to have to keep them away from the dog because he's so interactive. The dogs want to play with him too, but kids love him. Adults love with him. This is my pal Scout Smarty Paws, because his paws are smart and interactive. So very, very fun. And you saw he lights up. He talks to you. Wonderful. Leapfrog. By the way, when you look up these toys on the toy guide, you will see that there is a little description of the toy, but there's also what we say about the toy. And then below that, there is a button that if you're wanting to order the toy directly from the toy guide, you can. We do not get any money from the places that you order them from, but you guys asked us to make it easier for you, and we have in the last few years. This is we always feature a puzzle, and this is the puzzle winner for the preschool age group, and it's just, you guys, this is the most delightful thing. This is from Discovery Toys, and it's called the We All Belong puzzle. And it's super fun because it's a nice quality wooden puzzle, and you have the different children that are here that all look different and have even different abilities. We have a child in here who is blind. We have a child who has hearing aids. It is so inclusive. So if you have kiddos in your life that you want for them to feel like, hey, we all belong, and we should want all of our kiddos to do that, this is a great puzzle. But it's also a fun puzzle that the shapes are cut out and they can put it in. Really amazing. It's one of those success puzzles. There's no way that you can do this and get it wrong. I just love it. And everybody we've shown it to loves it. This is from Discovery Toys. They make some really fantastic toys. So that is our puzzle winner in this category. While I'm here, I'm just going to show you this, which is from Thames and Cosmos. Do they make some great toys, you guys. So this is called Intro to Gears. This is the winner of our Motor Play award winner in the preschool category, because take a look. All these different gears that you can put in little fingers, and you want to work to get them so that you can move more things. And if you do it right, it can create all different kinds of things. So super, super love this. It's got a manual with it that's incredible. You want to talk about learning all different kinds of things, but here's what I really love about this. This is rated for 3 and up. It's really hard to find toys like this in this age range that are appropriate for our younger kids that are preschool. So I absolutely love this. It's a STEM skill building, but you're really working on all those fine motor skills to be able to fit the cogs in that are going to be the things that are going to help with writing skills and being able to do all kinds of things with your hands, but they'll never know that that's what they're working on. I love that. Thames and Cosmos. Absolutely love it. While I'm here, I might as well bring this up. Who remembers this? Oh my goodness, I'm knocking all kinds of things over. This is a Tonka truck. You remember Tonka trucks from way back when? I tell you, we've got all these interactive toys, and yet when we put all the toys out, do you know what the first thing was that all the kids ran to? It was the Tonka truck. All the kids, boys and girls alike. So this is the winner of our Kids' Choice Award. Absolutely love a Tonka truck, and you can get the link to be able to purchase. It's big, it's colorful, it's, you know, and these are good toys. They have parts that move for those kiddos who love trucks. And hey, you know, it used to be when I was little, they didn't give girls Tonka trucks. I'm so glad that we progressed beyond that, because this is a fun toy and it's hard. You know, this is like hardware put together. This is this hard-wearing toy. It's going to last for generations. It's able to move. You can really put dirt and mud in this and transport it. I guarantee you, everybody's going to want to love to see that underneath the tree or at Hanukkah. This right here, which is, we love Faber-Castell. They make great art supply toys, and they make all the great pencils that we love as adults. I just can't, there we go. So I love a good craft project with preschoolers where you don't have a mess. I think that's a gift to the parents and to the caregivers when you don't have a mess. So what I love is that this is a craft project that they can do. There's no glue. You're not going to have glitter all over your house, but they can be as creative as possible. They're taking little pom-poms and they have sticky technology. I don't understand it. I don't have to, but they can make these different displays. And because we're talking about younger kids and we want them to be successful at making the craft project, there are some guidelines. There's little holes in the project where if they want to match the color, they can, but if they want to off-road and color outside the lines, they can make it different. It still looks beautiful. They can customize it themselves. Or sometimes our kids get so overwhelmed with a craft project, they're like, I don't know what to do. But so then if they wanted to, they could just match the color, and you can work on colors and say, this is a red one. Where do you want to put it? Do you want to put it with red and put it in there? I love it. No glue, no mess. It says it right on the box. Faber-Castell. So that's the winner of our craft for preschoolers. And you'll thank me when you don't have to clean it up. Okay, so this is our preschool winner, I believe, and I have to check my list here because I don't have what the award is for this, because it really, I want to give it every award that there is. Yeah, it's our educational award, but it really, it's so good it could have been the top toy too. This is Tad's Fridge Phonics. And if you watch the show, you know that I talk often, this is a leapfrog toy, that one of the things that when my son was struggling to know his alphabet, and I said to a friend, I don't know what to do, he's just not getting it, and I'm trying everything, and I'm a former teacher, I don't know what to do. And they said to me, okay, there's a video that you need to get, and it was the Letter Factory, and it introduced Tad for the first time, and Tad is just the sweetest little character, and they took Tad through the Letter Factory to show him all the letters. Well, this is sort of the graduated in person, and you pop this on the refrigerator, and anytime you go by, it's interactive. There are letters that you get all the letters in the alphabet, and you were going to go buy those to be on the refrigerator anyway, but that is old school, right? Just putting the letters on the refrigerator. You put Tad's Fridge Phonics on there, and then when you put the letters in this little holder here, it's holding it because I haven't taken it out of the plastic. But you put the letter in.
Apple.
Yes.
Awesome apple.
Right. And what I love about this is that it says the letter, it says a word that it's in, and then it says the sound, and then it makes a sound for us to remember what it is, which is part of what that video did. There are so many different things that you can do here, and they have different levels. There's level 1 and level 2, so they can level up.
The letter tile into the apple.
And it prompts them so that they want to interact with it. It's a great thing to have in the house. I love it on the refrigerator. I love it all over the place. It's great for motor skills, but it's really great for learning colors and for learning your alphabet. There's nothing like it. And it gives you other things that you can put on the fridge too, that are best mom in the world, best dad in the world, and you could put a picture in it. And then there's one that says me. So it really makes it fun and interactive for them. I love this so hard, I don't know what to do with it. Because this reminds me of the exciting time when we began to see how my son could learn. Love Leapfrog for this, so exciting. So great educational gift. Okay, while I'm here, this is the winner of our social award. This is a VTech toy. Get this, it's called the Care for Me Learning Carrier. And it's a little pet. You see the little dog here, and there's a little carrier here, and it's an interactive toy, but the pet comes with a bottle, and it comes with a toy, and there's a comb, and there's food here. And this is all interactive, and when you turn the carrier on, the carrier prompts the child for what you need to do to take care of the dog. And I love it because it's, you can pack everything away into the carrier. This is a great gift if you're going away for the weekend to go to grandma's house, right? Because there's so many things to do. You're going to be working on letters, you're going to be working on colors, numbers, shapes, all different kinds of things. But there is another element to this, that we're learning to take care of someone else. This is early perspective taking, which is all part of building social skills. So when we learn how to take care of a pet, we're learning how to take care of a friend, right? So I absolutely love this. This absolutely builds social skills. Thank you, VTech, for this amazing. Everybody went gazonga over this when we showed this to them. Super duper fun. I'm not going to turn it on, but well, maybe I will for just a second. But it, it does all the light up.
Going somewhere exciting today?
Talk to them, play music, all the fun things, right? But there are different things if you want to comb the pet, if you want to feed the pet, all different kinds of things to do. Amazing VTech. While I'm here, another Leapfrog. This is our boredom buster. That so much of the time now, our kids are in the car because we're shuttling them different places. And if you're in preschool, and if there's any kind of a delay that your child is experiencing in speech and language, you're probably going to have speech therapy. You may have ABA that you need to travel to go to. And, there's going to be some time in the car. And I just believe that we should not allow our kids to be bored at all. Boredom is like the ultimate, let's not have them be bored ever, right? And yet we have that time in the car, and it's really, really hard. So I love something like this, so that if it's a rainy day or if we're in the car, we can pack this and our kids are really, really happy. So what is it? It's a Leapfrog Leap Start. So this is a precursor to any kind of being on an iPad. I like it because it's so interactive. They can learn, there are different storybooks that you can add to it, so you can change it out if you want to be. If your child needs to be working on pre-writing skills, you can be working on pre-writing skills. If you want to do math skills or letter skills, you can change out the book that goes with it, and it's all interactive. It has that stylus so that you can point at things. It interacts with them. It's going to keep them busy, but it comes in this, it looks like a laptop. It's very socially acceptable, but it prompts them, it speaks to them, it rewards them. We talk all the time on the show about, in order to learn something, you need lots of opportunities, you need immediate feedback, and then you need something that's reinforcing so that you want to do it again. And Leapfrog gets this as well as anybody gets it. So it's very interactive. It gives them tons of opportunities to learn the same different things. It gives them immediate feedback, and if they're not doing something, it'll prompt them where to do it. It'll tell them to try again. It's really, really remarkable. I love this set because it comes with 2 books already, but then you can add on to it. And this is for ages 2 to 7. So this is going to get you through all those beginning years when you're going to therapies and through the first couple of years of school. So this is the Touch and Talk Leap Start from Leapfrog. And again, it is the boredom buster, really, because no one will be bored playing with that. And you'll find that your older kids want to play with it too. Okay, here's something super fun. This is our best game in the preschool category. It's the Very Hungry Caterpillar What Can You Do game. Super fun to play. And what I love about this is so interactive. It's very easy. It's not one of these games that you got to set up and do all kinds of things. There's 3 different kinds of cards. There's activity cards, sound cards, and action cards. And the children, for instance, it shows here that there's an action card where that says the S on it right here, right? And it says to trace the letter S. So it gives us something to do whenever we pick the card. But there are other ones where you get the animal and it'll say quack like a duck, or an activity card where it might say hop like a bunny. Hours of fun to play. Even your older kids, if they're playing it with the younger kids in the family, will really enjoy this. You're learning all kinds of things. It's making learning fun, but it's a great game. And there's nobody loses, nobody wins, but we're all when you have kids waddling like a penguin, it's just going to be super fun. Miniland has put out some amazing dolls. This is our Therapist Award winner. This is, it's a diversity fastening doll from Miniland. And these dolls come, and they're designed to come in different ways to match the child. I love this so that we have the diversity of, there's another one that we have here that comes with hearing aids. But they have all different kinds of dolls, and you can pick one that's closest to your child. So first of all, we're helping to build that self-esteem of this doll is like me, right? So I super love that. But then each doll has all these different practice fastening spots on it to learn how to dress ourselves. So she's got some snaps on her dress. She has a zipper here that I can put the zipper up and down. She's got a buckle on her shoe. She's got Velcro on the back to fasten her dress, and I can practice all of those skills on her. And that's why the therapists really love this, because when we're working on those adaptive skills like zipping, right, we don't want to start on the child themselves when we're doing toilet training. It's just too hard. But it's so much easier, so much more friendly to do it on a doll that looks like you. So we super love these, the diversity fastening dolls. That Miniland, you're just doing a great job with these. Absolutely, isn't she the most precious thing ever, right? I'm going to put her in the Tonka truck so she can go for a ride in the Tonka truck. All right, we got to get to the top toy, right? Can I tell you that one of the moms that we had on our panel that was looking at these toys went so nuts over this toy that she was like, I'm going to put it on my Christmas list. I want this toy. This is the Leapfrog picnic basket. It's the shapes and sorting picnic basket. Now, we've all seen shape sorters before. We're all familiar with what they are, right? But this is extra because we've talked before on the show about how important it is to have functional pretend play toys. So imagine you really could start with this toy even younger than preschool, because I think, what are we rated here? 6 months and up, you guys. Pretty amazing, right? So you could start early with this toy and just be sorting shapes. I can speak with these different their shapes, and there are different food items here that can go in the basket. Now, one of the things that we love about this as a parent is that all the things will fit inside, so it's self-contained. If it's time to go someplace and we want to take the toy, it has the carry handle and goes. It talks to our children, talks to us. We can open it up. We can take things in, put out. Therapists love this because there are so many. We can work on all the prepositions with this. Oh, do you want to put it in? Let's put it in. Let's take it out. Let's set it next to it. You're working on the prepositions, but you're also working on foods, and you're working on shapes, and you're pretending to eat the foods. There's so many different things that you can do with this. So this is our top toy. It does come with the Leapfrog ability to change modes and to change volume, which we absolutely love. You can be counting with this toy. It helps us. You know that toy that was like the cookie jar that you could put it in accounts? The picnic basket does that too. Comes with a tablecloth. You can play that you're eating together. It's just endless, the things that you can work on with this. It's absolutely wonderful. And if you've got younger siblings, it's okay. There's nothing to choke on because you can do very young kids with it. All right. How about this from Leapfrog? I did it. I touched the button. This is the Touch and Learn World Map. And I keep doing it wrong.
Animal Quest. Listen for the animal description, then touch the correct animal on the map. Ready? Go! Find the animal that has a diet that's mostly bamboo. Look in Asia. Panda.
Okay, so this is one of those toys for those of you who have kids that are maybe hyperlexic and they're really into maps and they're into animals and things aren't moving enough for them, it'll stop eventually. And right now I'm in the animal mode, but they have people mode and country mode. They can be learning. This goes on the wall. This is great, beautiful art. It goes on the wall and it's interactive. It's like having a leap pad, but on the wall, and they can click on different things and it prompts them. You just heard it say, find the panda, and it gave them a prompt of where to start to look for that. There's so many things here that they are never going to finish playing with this toy because they're going to be in college before they finish all the different things that they can learn with it. But this won the Parent Award because we have so many parents who know that their kids have the ability to move faster than maybe the people around them think, their school and such. And if you have a kid who wants to learn more, who's like a little sponge and wants to know world facts, this is going to be a great and exciting toy. And if you have a kiddo that maybe isn't as interested in those things, it's still going to be fun and interactive, and they're going to be able to learn the different places in the world and learn where they are and some of the things about where they are and where other people are. So Parent Award, absolutely love, love, love from Leapfrog, the Touch and Learn World Map. Okay, then for our oldie but goodie, who doesn't remember playing this? This is a wonderful motorized toy that it's got this wonderful sea of fish, and as it turns, the fish open their mouths. And you have a little fishing rod, and you try to capture a fish while it has its mouth open. It's fast-paced. It's so much fun. I love this because when you take this out, the older kids all go, "Oh my gosh, I love playing that toy," right? And they're happy to play with their little brothers and sisters, not scissors. And this, you're working on hand-eye coordination. You can work on colors. You can say, okay, everybody try to capture a yellow one right now, right? But you can be working on winning. You can work on losing, right? But this is a really, really fun game to play. It's our oldie but goodie award. Okay, right here we have our STEM toy for preschool. Love this, Exploring Engineers. And this is another gear toy, but really different than anything else I've seen. This one is from Discovery Toys. Really amazing. It's a smaller kit, but it has all these things that you can make from it. It's absolutely amazing. Really, if you have a kiddo that is at all interested in building things, this is a winner. I had every flashlight in my house taken apart. Wished I this because then maybe I would have a flashlight now. And this is it's a STEM toy for those kiddos who might end up being engineers down the road. Okay, I've only got a couple of things left here. This is it's big. This is our winner for preschool in the category of employment enrichment, building employing skills. This toy, oh my gosh, if Rachel Bird was here, she would be losing her mind because she loved this so hard. This is a Leapfrog toy, and it's called the Scoop and Learn Ice Cream Cart, and it is the sweetest thing. It is an actual ice cream cart that comes with different plastic ice cream that you can build an ice cream order. So you push your cart into the living room and you sell your wares. Talk about building employment skills. This is empowering our kids to be entrepreneurs, but we're learning about, there's a cash register there, there's a scoop, so we're doing the fine motor skills. There are ice cream cones, they can say what color they want, so we're learning counting, colors, and so much more, like completing the order. I love this. I love this kind of pretend play. I love it. It's a big toy, but it's not ginormous. It's not going to take up your whole house. Absolutely love it. It also works on sequencing. So we're getting the beginning of coding with this. So I absolutely love it. It comes with 3 different toppings, 8 scoops of ice cream, 3 ice cream cones, 6 double-sided cards so that people can order things, a magic ice cream scooper, and the cart which stores everything. Leapfrog, amazing. And the scoop, by the way, the magic scoop recognizes the flavor so that when they scoop up that flavor, it languages it for them. Hello, how fabulous is that? All of our parents loved this, but Rachel Bird honestly kind of lost her mind over it because she loved it so much. And then last but not least, for our sensory award, we have this amazing Cutito, and it's a unicorn Tito. So for our kiddos that like things that are soft and like to unwrap things, because there's lots of toys out there where you can unwrap things, this is a furry friend, a unicorn, that once you unwrap it, there's a unicorn in there that is fabulous. This is a great stocking stuffer, really fun for everybody because it's the surprise of unwrapping it, and then you've got the cute furry friend. So it's a Cutito, unicornito, and there are different unicorns. So when you open it up, it's like, which one did you get? So it's got all these surprise elements, but it is a fun sensory toy. The unwrapping, there's something about that for our kiddos that is super duper fun, the surprise and all of that. Amazing. So those are just some of the winners from our preschool category. Check it out in our toy guide at autismnetwork.com. Click on the toy guide and you will find it there. You can order the toys by clicking the button underneath to order them. And check out the other age groups so that you can see all the toys that we have featured. Happy holidays from everyone at the Autism Network. Hello, I'm Shannon Penrod from Autism Live and the Autism Network. So excited because we're continuing on with the Festival of Toys, and right now I'm going to be showcasing some of our many school-aged toy winners. These are toys that have already won and are featured in our Toy and Gift Guide. It's the Autism Live Toy and Gift Guide 2022. You can find it by going to autismnetwork.com. There is a toy guide link at the top of the page. If you click on that, it will show you categories that are aged. Now, I want to be clear that I really think that the best way to look at this toy guide is to start with the age that the individual is that you're looking for a gift for. So we have the baby toddler category, we have the preschool category, we have the school age, which we're going to be talking about right now. Then we have the teen tween category, the adult category, and the caregiver category. Yes, we have all of those categories. So start with the category that matches the chronological age of the individual. But once you've looked at that category, if you don't find something that you feel is exactly right for the child, or the individual or the adult, start looking in age categories and look at all of them, because there's even some amazing toys in the baby category that I know some adults like myself that would be like, oh, I like that. That's a good sensory toy. I could enjoy that, right? So really, really important that we get an opportunity to showcase these toys and these gifts, because there's some amazing stuff here who can help our school-aged kids start to grow other skills. We've talked before in the other categories about things that we might be working on. School age, it really starts to branch out into very specific needs for the individual. What kinds of things will excite them, and what kinds of things do they need to shore up to be able to do the kinds of things that would excite them, right? So I've got some amazing things. Not every single toy here is going to be right for every single individual, but I guarantee you we've got something for everyone. So let's get started right now. Why not start with social? I love Miniland. They make some really incredible toys, and we've featured them in some of the other categories, but this is our social skills winner for the school age category. These are emotive blocks. And what they are is super fun kind of blocks that go together, like a lot of the cube toys that we see, but they go together with different emotions. Now, you can play this as a game, or you can use this as a way to express how you're feeling, or for the individual to express how they're feeling. They come with different facial expressions, so that gives you a starting point to talk about. There are 6 different cards that come that have an expression on a child's face. And then we ask the individual playing the game to try to recreate the face that they're making. And there are lots of different ways to do that. But then it's a great conversation starter. And we think absolutely will help to build the social skills to be more aware of emotions, both in themselves and in other people. So it's really remarkable. Again, that's from Miniland, and it's emotive blocks. You will find that in the Toy and Gift Guide. And you will see that underneath the description of the toys, they also, we offer a button, you guys asked for this, where a place where you can purchase the toy right from there. We don't get a kickback from them at all for that, but we did that because you guys asked us to make it easier for you. If you found a toy you liked, you wanted to buy it right then and didn't want to have to leave the site. So that's why that's there. Okay, so for our motor play toy, we have this amazing toy that is called Dinosaur Dig Blue T-Rex and Amber. And I love this because when we're working on motor play in this age range, a lot of times we're working on those fine motor skills. Maybe we're perfecting the skills that we need for handwriting, and we want to make it really reinforcing. When a kiddo is having a hard time with those fine motor skills, we don't want to give them something that's exacting and that won't be fun for them. So what this is it's basically, it comes with tools, and it's basically a dinosaur dig where they're going to chip away at something and brush away until they can find the bones and then put together the dinosaur. So it's a lot of fine motor things, but it is the appropriate age, and that we find that a lot of the kids, this is for 6 and up. A lot of the kids will go through some of the frustration of not having the motor skills that where they want them to be to build them, because it's so exciting when they get to the point where they can put the dinosaur together. And they love the tools, is the truth about the whole thing. So really amazing. And there's 3 different ways to play it. Super duper love that. I want to say who that came to us from. But oh, it's from Thames and Cosmos, of course. I should have known that. Okay, remarkable. How about a sensory toy winner? This is from Leapfrog, and we do love us some Leapfrog here. These are the LeapPod Max earphones, and we really love them because sometimes when your kids are school age, you know, we're not yet into the place where we want to get the Dr. Dre earmuffs, but we need a sensory barrier to the rest of the world. And we really love these because there's amazing things that you can do with them. They are Bluetooth wireless, just like, you know, the really expensive adult ones. But there's all kinds of things that they're pre-programmed, that they have ways that they can have a dance party. They can have it be quiet. They can listen to instrumental. There are challenges that they can do because it's Leapfrog and that are built into the headphones. This is a great way to get our kids willing to wear headphones. So many of you write in and say, I think that my child would benefit from headphones, but we're having a hard time keeping them on. Well, this makes headphones really fun and interactive and gives them some control about what it is that they're hearing or not hearing in the headphones. So love these amazing things. They're okay to take on planes, it says. So I really love it. It says, ready to play, nothing to download. How much do we love that as a parent? And that they come with rechargeable batteries and that there is an automatic volume limiter on it so that they're not going to hurt their hearing. I don't know. I worry about that too. Like they're going to turn it up so high that they're going to hurt themselves. Can't do that with Leapfrog. How much do we love that? So this is our sensory toy winner in the school age category. I'm going to put it right over here, and I'm going to pick up this, which is the I Spy Dig In and Find It game. And we're calling this our puzzle winner for this age range. Because, you know, a lot of times in this age range, kids they're a little bit too old for some of the little kid puzzles, but they're too young for some of the more advanced puzzles than they are. And I really love this as a puzzle because there are all these different shapes that come with it, and then they're going to try to sensory go through the bin and try to find those shapes. So in that way, it very much is a puzzle. I really love it. They're going to be doing matching. You can work on colors with this, identifying the different shapes. Super duper fun. That's from Briar Patch, which is from University Games. I love that. Let's go to our oldie. For those of you who've been around a little while, you know the Care Bears. This is an amazing big anniversary for them this year. And so there's a special line of Care Bears that is coming out this year, and we just thought that they were super fabulous and fun. This is the Togetherness Bear. How much do we love that? I love sending the message of inclusivity. Something really important that we want to share. It's rated 4 and up, but I think it's a great school-age gift because they still need a Snuggie. It is a collector's item. It comes with a special care coin inside, and she's just beautiful. I don't know that she's a she, but absolutely beautiful. So that's our oldie but goodie. You gotta have a Care Bear, right? Care Bears are fabulous. All right. Now, I love Osmo. I love everything that Osmo does. This was our parent award for the school age. And once you open this box, you understand completely why. And of course, I picked the one that isn't already open. I have a choice between two, and no, I took the one that wasn't already open. But this is every parent's dream. It is designed to go with an iPad. So if your child already has an iPad, an Osmo supercharges an iPad and makes it interactive play on a scale and on a level that is off the chart, right? I love that they always have an instruction guide for the parents, but what this is, it comes with an Osmo base and reflector that you put your iPad on, and it makes your iPad project onto a space so that it becomes interactive. And the projector and reflector allows, if your child moves something, the iPad recognizes it. I don't understand that technology, but I know that I love it, and I know that when I play with anyone who plays with it, whether they're rearranging shapes or animating something, they absolutely love it. And I love how Osmo packages things. That's important to me. I'm sorry, I can't help it. But notice that in here are these beautifully bound books. So this one is Tom the Squirrel. This is Will Cat Fit? The Fisher. Sam is Wet. I just go on and on. I feel like I'm on QVC. And then, as with Osmo, we always have our reading adventure. And take a look, there's a wand in here. So this helps to make it interactive too. This is going to make reading fun. Now, I always encourage that whenever we're playing with a toy with our kiddos on the spectrum, we really want to spend some time playing with them, right? But we also appreciate as parents when a toy is so amazing that after we've played with it once with a child, then they want to play with it more by themselves and continue the learning by themselves. Because let's face it, we need to cook dinner, we need to move the laundry along, we have phone calls that we have to make on their behalf, right? So I super love this because when your child is playing with Osmo, the fun never ends, but the learning is off the chart. So you're learning reading. I'm going to pull Will Cat Fit out here, and we're just going to take a look inside. And again, it's interactive, so they're not going to get bored by themselves. The iPad is being used with the book and reflecting so that they can do different things with the book. So perfect for beginning readers or for kiddos who might be struggling with reading, right? So it says, no, cat is too big. So we're all talking about, does the cat fit in the different sized things, and there are interactive things where they will use their wands and their iPad will make it come to life. It's like magic, you guys. So I absolutely love this. This is the Reading Adventure. I don't think I put it back right, and I want to put it back right, by Osmo, and it won the Parent Award because it's so beautiful, and even the box is beautiful. It does matter to me how things are packaged, you know, because you can tell that this is a quality item because of the way it's packaged. So love, love, love some Osmo. And if you're not familiar with Osmo, you want to go and check out their full line of interactive educational toys. If your child already has an iPad or they also work with Fire tablets and other tablets, I believe, as well. And check it out, because if your child is struggling with a math concept or something, you want to go look at Osmo. How about a craft? Because it's important that our school-age kids can craft. And I've said it before here, I'll say it again. I just don't like to clean up the mess. I love to craft. I don't want to clean up the mess. I love these from Faber-Castell, who makes all those beautiful pencils that we've loved our whole life. Now they've got an entire line of crafts that are meant to be sensory fun, that is no mess, no fuss to clean up, that involves no glue, no glitter, because you know the glitter goes everywhere. I love this because it comes with a mat and everything sticks to the mat. It's magic. It's absolutely magic, and they can design this however they want and then put it on their wall. It builds self-esteem. Great craft. You're working on so many different skills while you are crafting. Okay, don't we love the magnetic building toys? Oh my gosh. Here I have Magnetiles, and this is, I'm covering it up, this is their Dino World XL. And this is a way, if your kiddo likes dinosaurs and they like building, we've got you right here, right? Because they're going to build a whole habitat for their dinosaurs, and they can play with this in a million different ways, build this habitat in a million different ways. So this is the winner of our employment skill building toy, because, you know, there's problem solving involved. There's taking care of the animals. It's interactive. It is so amazing, the different things that come with this amazing, amazing toy. It's hours of fun, and it will help them to build employment skills. So the Magnetiles Dino World XL, it's rated for ages 3 to 99, and when I tell you that all the adults wanted to play with this. I love these toys because, and you'll see that we even have them another Magnetile included in our caregiver section, because these are the kinds of toys that when the child gets it, the parent likes to play this with the child. And I love that about it, because sometimes there are toys that it's like, help me. I don't want to play with this. It's work for me, right? This is not work at all. All the parents love, 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 love. Here is our therapist winner in this category. It's called Something Wild, and it is a Marvel card game that's basically Crazy Eights. But, you know, sometimes to get our kids to play a game, and this is our therapist winner, because the therapists love to play this with our kiddos, because there's so many things that they can work on. They can work on colors, they can work on matching, they can work on social skills, and the kids love to play it because it's Marvel. So it's called Something Wild. This is from Funko, and you know how Funko has all those lovely little big-headed doll figures that they do. So all of the Marvel characters that are featured are the Funko doll, the Funko Pop dolls. And it even comes with, this one comes with a little Groot. I don't know if you can see it. So with a little Santa hat. So we super love this. And you can actually mix and match these different games. It says you can combine it with any other Marvel Something Wild games for an even wilder time. I love that. This could be a fun holiday game for the whole family to play. And, you know, you get into that dicey age where the kids are like, I don't want to play a game. But if it's Marvel and it's Funko and it's Pop, suddenly they're very interested in it. So I super duper love that. Okay, our best game though, and this is, we're actually giving this for a second time to this because it's a super fun game. Even schools love to play this. This is Zingo, and it is our game winner for the school age, because basically it is bingo with numbers and letters and prepositions. So, and they now have added to it that there is an expansion pack, basically, of cards to go with it. Love Zingo, because what we're working on with Zingo is sight words. So many of you have kids in 1st and 2nd grade, and you're trying to build that sight word repertoire. This is the easiest way to do it. They're all there. And it makes it super fun and exciting. I've played this with relatives. It's very fun. I have a growing stack of Post-it notes. Okay, how about this? Our STEM winner, and I believe that this has won our STEM toys before. I love some Lux Blocks. These are building toys that I don't know what it is about these, but they are supercharged for our kids. And a lot of times people look, they're interactive. The inventor of this toy spent a great deal of time of figuring out what can we do to really put building into this 21st century. And what happens when you build these toys is that they are an engineering toy. They can expand and make a toy that can grow and shrink if the person building it is mindful of how you do it. So it's absolutely a STEM toy. They come with great instructions. There's an amazing website where they can learn all different ways to put these together and have them grow and shrink. For the longest time before COVID, I used to keep a bunch of these on my desk. And I would just have them there as a fidget toy, and everybody who would come in to have a meeting in my office would sit down and pick it up off the desk and start to play with it and put it together in different ways. It's a great, great toy, and I love it for our school-aged kids because they're also working on fine motor skills, and for some of them, they just have an ability to see how these go together in a way that I don't quite get. I still enjoy them, but I've watched our kids put them together and magic happens. It is a STEM toy. It is a pre-engineering toy. Amazing. How about a boredom buster? For Gridley Games makes a bunch of different items that they're called just add and then fill in the blank. So this one is just add sugar. And so all you really have to have as a parent, I love these for a rainy day. You know, have a shelf of these if you've got kiddos in the house and you know that you're going to have sugar. Some of the other ones are just add milk or just add soap. It's things that you have on hand. And then the rest of the things that you need are inside this little box. And you can make so many different science experiments and so many different art projects by just adding sugar to the different things on the box. Like one of the things that they have is that you can make, you know, those crystal sugar lollipops in different colors. But they've got other things here too that you can do. Learn about crystallization and supersaturation right in front of your eyes. Make your own candy and clean up your own with your own homemade soap. So really, really fun. This is something to do together with your kids. And again, this is from Gridley Games. This one is called Just Add Sugar. Again, I love how they package those. The packaging is reusable. All right, let's kick it up a notch here. This is our top toy. Everybody went nuts over this for the school age, because I don't think there's a single school age kid that you could get this for who wouldn't be over the moon. This is the VTech Kitty Zoom print cam. And this looks a lot like, you know, your run-of-the-mill high-tech camera, that it's got buttons on it and they can choose all different kinds of things. The thing that's really exciting about this is that they can print the pictures that they take. There's a button right on here where they can print it, and they can print a gazillion other things too. It comes preloaded with things that they can print, that they can color in. They also can take a picture and then turn it into a line drawing that they can then, I mean, I want one of these. Why can't my camera do this, right? It's really fun. So they can make a comic strip with their friends. They can take video. They can add elements to it. This is just redonkulous fun. And I got to tell you something. Sometimes when you have kiddos and they're having difficulty communicating, handing them a camera is one of the most powerful and empowering things that you can do for them, because everything that comes out of the camera is their point of view. And if you look, you see they're telling you all kinds of things. My son, I loved to take pictures when he was little. I would take like 1,000 pictures a week. I'm not kidding. I was so glad that we'd gone to digital at that point, because I would have been buried in film, right? But he constantly wanted to get at my camera. And I was like, I don't want you to ruin my camera. And then finally, I got a new camera and I thought, well, I don't care anymore. And he was probably 3.5, 4 at that point, and I handed him the camera that I had. I didn't care if he dropped it, whatever. He took such amazing photos that when he was 5, we put together a coffee table book of the pictures that he took. It is still one of my favorite things that my husband and we gave it to each other as a gift, because it's his perspective and it is different than anyone else's. It's a powerful, powerful gift. This is a fabulous camera. You don't have to worry about if they drop it. They're not going to drop it. And they can interact with it. Like, he took the pictures, but my son had no way of printing those pictures out, only if I printed them out. This gives them all the capability right there. Woo, this is a good, good toy. Oh, I love it. It's why it's the top toy, you guys, because it's amazing, from VTech. How about this? Because this is our educational toy in this category. This is Andy. And Andy is a code and play robot in a very affordable price point from Thames and Cosmos. They make some of the most amazing toys. He can dance, he can play music, you can program him, and it's beginning programming, which is really amazing. You don't have to download anything. He's out the box, comes with a great manual. This is really, if you've got a kiddo who might at all be interested in robotics, this Andy, so much fun. And they're going to learn about coding by using Andy. Love it. Thames and Cosmos. Really fantastic. How about another VTech toy? This got the Kid Award. It's a little heavy, I will tell you that. You know, if you watch the show, every single year in the Toy Guide, I like to feature at least one marble run. And, you know, through the years, we've had to up the game a little bit because it's like, you know, they're different. So this is the Kids' Choice Award. The kids love this. This is sort of like Mousetrap meets Marble Run. And one of the things that we love about a Marble Run is that there's an element of a construction to it. It's cause and effect play. So there's problem solving, right? That they'll put the toy together in a million different ways, and then we run the marble down to see where it ends up, right? Well, VTech has just made this cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Because there's so many different ways that they can build this and put this together. It's super duper fun. They put in so many elements. That's what makes it sort of Mousetrap-esque. It's hours of enjoyment, and they will love, love, love this. If your kiddo is doing any kind of ABA therapy or anything like that, one of the things, the kids gave this the award as the toy that they most wanted to play with. But I will tell you, the therapists were fighting over it too, because it's a great toy, because so often you want to give kids a break and you like to have it be a toy that has a beginning, middle, and end, and nobody does that like a Marble Run. Did I get them all I think I got to all of them that were the school age. So this is a good one to end on. If you want to see all the toys that are featured in the school age category, go to autismnetwork.com, click on the toy guide, and you can look at all of the toys in all of the categories, and I really do encourage you to do that. If you want to buy one directly from the toy guide, you would click on the button where it says to buy the toy. I will tell you that we don't get anything from that. That is not about us trying to sell these toys. We're not making any money off of that. We gave you that feature because you guys asked for it. You said, don't make us go someplace else. So I hope that you will check out all the toys. This gives me so much joy to talk about these toys and to picture our kiddos playing with them, because they're going to learn and they're going to laugh and they're going to feel that joy. I just love it. Happy holidays, you guys. Check out the other videos.